4 minutes till start of broadcast. This broadcast will begin in 3 minutes. Here's your 2-minute time check. Mark. Here comes your 1-minute time check for this Auburn broadcast. Mark. "30 seconds till broadcast. Mark.
The following is an exclusive presentation of the Auburn Sports Network, a division of Playfly Sports.
Auburn had 6 days to prepare for the SEC tournament. The Tigers begin defense of an SEC championship and the SEC tournament title from a year ago. To advance to the semifinals, they'll have to beat a team for the 3rd time this season. Good morning and War Eagle from Bridgestone Arena in Music City. Randall Dickey and Jacob Hilton, I'm Andy Berger. Auburn lost both of its games last week, a domination in Texas A&M and a heartbreaker to Alabama. The Tigers followed that. Janai Brute named the SEC and National Player of the Year by Sporting News. Bruce Pearl, the SEC Coach of the Year. Denver Jones for the All-SEC Defensive Squad. Hod Pettiford to the SEC All-Freshman team, and Chad Baker-Mazar, third-team All-SEC. Ole Miss advanced out of the Thursday bracket with a thrilling win over Arkansas. Sean Padula's only made three-pointer was the game winner with under 3 seconds remaining. The Rebels outscored the Hogs 6-0 in the final 20 seconds of the game. After a historic regular season, including 8 straight weeks at number 1 and a 5th SEC championship since 2018, Auburn opens its postseason run today. The Tigers ran the table in Auburn North last year. They begin that quest next. The CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off starts now.
Exclusive pre-game coverage of the Tigers begins now with the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off. Coming up, analysis, interviews, and a look around college basketball. CB&S Bank has been family, community, and financially strong since 1906. Visit cbsbank.com. Alongside Coach Randall Dickey, here's the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham.
Well, day 2 of the SEC tournament yesterday was a day to remember. There were buzzer beaters, big-time comebacks, and Auburn gets ready to play its first game against an Ole Miss team that won on a buzzer beater yesterday by Sean Padula. Along with Randall Dickey and Jacob Hillman, I'm Andy Burcham, courtside at Bridgestone Arena. A year ago, Randall, Auburn with a magical run. The Tigers ran the table and won the SEC tournament championship. As the SEC regular season champs this season, what does it have to do to repeat as SEC tournament champs this year?
I think very similar play as they did last year. What a historic run they had. We have a lot of those guys returning. They've had a taste for that. They know what they have to go through. That's a big feather in the Auburn Tigers hat. Defense is certainly going to be a big key, but I also think that Auburn's got to get out and play Auburn basketball and play up in tempo, play fast and furious. Make sure that we can make shots. Anytime that you get in tournament play, every possession becomes even more valuable because you're limited, and those become magnified as the game goes on. Take advantage of the free runouts, the free three-point shots, and just play fast and furious and loose and confident basketball.
Auburn had 2 of its better shooting games in its 2 wins, at Ole Miss and at home at Neville Arena against Ole Miss. What does it have to do to repeat that today?
I think they got to do the same game plan. They'll go in with the same game plan of trying to run the ball run their offense through the inside. They'll try to throw it to the block, try to go one-on-one. Everything depends on how Ole Miss covers Auburn. Will they double team? Will they jab step down? Will they double team after the first bounce? All that will determine how Auburn adjusts their offense as the game goes on.
That's Randall Dickey. He'll have his coach's keys a bit later in the half hour as we gear up for Auburn and Ole Miss, and to take you through the rest of the action across college basketball. Third member of our crew, here's Jacob Hillman.
Thank you very much, Andy. And you mentioned it. It has already been an exciting and intense SEC tournament here in Nashville with overtime games, game-winning shots, and even a Cinderella run that continues today. We'll bring you up to date with all that action that's taking place at Bridgestone Arena in this SEC report.
The Tigers ran through the toughest SEC in history and earned the championship. Now it's time to chase another crown. The tournament edition of the SEC Report is driven by Toyota. Let's go places.
Let's run you through the results of the SEC tournament so far, starting with the side of Auburn's bracket. Arkansas took down South Carolina in the 9 versus 16 matchup on Wednesday, 72-68, as Trevon Brazile led the way for the Razorbacks with 16.7 rebounds and 4 steals. That's without Adu Thera, the leading scorer and rebounder for Arkansas. The Razorbacks hope to have him back for the NCAA tournament. South Carolina was led by Colin Murray Boyles in likely his last game as a Gamecock. He's a projected lottery pick in the NBA draft. He scored 20 points, 12 rebounds, and had 2 assists as well as 2 steals. For Arkansas, Jonas Adu also had a double-double off the bench. Vanderbilt lost to Texas in its hometown as the Longhorns won that one 79-72. Trey Johnson and Tremont Mark combined for 38 points as they scored 19 apiece. Arthur Kaluma had 11 points and 7 rebounds for Texas. And for Vanderbilt, on BracketMatrix.com, looking like a 10 seed for the Commodores, a 10.25 seed average as they enter or get ready for Selection Sunday. It was domination between Mississippi State and LSU as the Bulldogs win 91-62 over the Tigers. Josh Hubbard had 26 points on 6 of 12 shooting from 3. And for LSU, the Tigers were led by Jordan Sears, who scored 20 points and had 5 steals and 4 rebounds. LSU season finishes at 14-18 and 3-15 in the SEC. Ole Miss took down Arkansas to give us the matchup we have today, 83-80. Malik Diaz scored a game-high 19 points and 8 rebounds. Sean Padula had 10 points as well as the game-winning three-pointer with 1.3 seconds to go. We're going to have much more on the Rebels coming up on the Scout in the next segment. Arkansas was led by Jonas Adu, who had a team-high 17 points and 8 rebounds. Trayvon Brazil had another good game with the double-double featuring 15 points and 11 rebounds, but he did miss 2 free throws to take the lead with 7 seconds to go in that ball game before Padula made that game-winning shot. The Cinderella run I mentioned, it's Texas, the 13th seed here in the SEC tournament, took down rival number 14 Texas A&M 94-89 in double overtime. What a game that was, as the Longhorns are sitting on the bubble, currently the second team out according to bracketmatrix.com, but anything can happen now as Texas is looking to either steal a bid or work their way into the NCAA tournament. The Aggies missed 7 of their last 8 shots in double overtime, while Texas was able to win that game and got a big bucket from Caden Shedrick on a wide-open dunk with 4.6 seconds left in the first overtime. Trey Johnson, the SEC's leading scorer, led the way with 20 points, 4 assists, and 3 steals. Wade Taylor IV had 29 points on 17 out of 18 free throws and 7 rebounds, but it wasn't enough for the Aggies as they fall to the Longhorns in a weight selection Sunday. Number 21, Missouri defeated Mississippi State 85-73. Tamar Bates had 25 points and 4 rebounds for the Tigers, and Tony Perkins scored a season-high 20 points, had 7 rebounds, and dished out 4 assists as well. The Tigers will face 2-seed Florida tonight at 6 p.m. Central. By the way, Texas will face 4-seed Tennessee approximately 30 minutes after the conclusion of Auburn and Ole Miss. Mississippi State looking like going to be an 8-seed in the NCAA tournament, an 8.05 seed average according to bracketmatrix.com. In that loss to Missouri, Josh Hubbard had 24 points, but he shot 1/3 of the Bulldogs' field goals attempts. He shot 22 of the Bulldogs' 66 field goal attempts. And finally, the game of the night last night. It was number 15 Kentucky taking down Oklahoma 85-84. It was a back-and-forth game as Oklahoma went on a 7-0 run in the last 30 seconds to take an 84-83 lead with 6 seconds to go. But Otega Owe, the Oklahoma transfer, answered right back with a game-winning layup with half a second to go. And Kentucky won that one 85-84. Will face the 3-seed Alabama tonight about 30 minutes after Missouri and Florida wrap up, as Oklahoma is looking to be an 11 seed in the NCAA tournament, a 10.44 seed average on bracketmatrix.com. Plenty of action going on alongside college basketball as well, and Auburn athletics. We'll keep you up to date with all of that throughout today's contest between Auburn and Ole Miss. What's on the menu is presented by Whataburger, rich cocoa, Mexican cinnamon, brown sugar, and light kick of chili, swirled in a creamy blend of vanilla ice cream. The all-new Mexican hot chocolate shake from Whataburger, available for a limited time at Whataburger. What's on the menu today? A 60-second scout of Ole Miss with Stephen Pearl, Andy Burcham's exclusive sit-down with Bruce Pearl, Coach Randall Dickey's keys to the game, your starting lineups, and eventually tip-off as Auburn begins its quest for the SEC double and back-to-back SEC tournament championships. All coming up when the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off continues in a moment.
CB&S Bank has a long history of stability and a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. You could say we know a thing or two about tradition. We've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Being a team player is part of our culture. That's why at CB&S Bank, we are proud supporters and huge fans of Auburn basketball. Whoa, Regal, hey! Visit cbsbank.com today. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Kia of Auburn is happy to connect the Kia brand to the Auburn fans. Our winning lineup has something for everyone at almost any budget. SUVs like the Telluride, Sorrento, and Sportage. You prefer a sedan? Check out Forte, Soul, and don't forget our new multi-purpose vehicles, the Carnival, or our amazing hybrid or electric vehicles. Kia of Auburn is a proud supporter of Auburn athletics. Kia of Auburn, where you're always number one. Whoa, Rico.
Things we take for granted, ordinary opportunities for parents and their children, can be a foster child's extraordinary. You have the power to do something positive that will change the life of a young person right here in Alabama. Open your heart and open your home to a foster child today. For more information, visit www.dhr.alabama.gov or call 1-866-64-AL-KIDS. Brought to you by the Alabama Department of Human Resources, the Alabama Broadcasters Association, and this station.
Check engine light on? Take the guesswork out of your check engine light with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free and provides a report with solutions based on over 650 million vehicle scans verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we can recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
You're listening to Auburn basketball. Now more of the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off.
Jacob Hillman here with you courtside at Bridgestone Arena as we get set for the 150th all-time meeting between Auburn and Ole Miss. The Rebels are coached by Chris Beard, who's in his second year at Oxford and led Ole Miss to its first back-to-back 20-win seasons since 2015-16 and 2016-17. Auburn swept the regular season series with the Rebels, winning the first matchup in Oxford 92-82 and the game in Auburn 106-76. Sean Padula leads the way in scoring for Ole Miss, averaging 15 points per game and hit the game-winning three-pointer in the Rebels' win over Arkansas yesterday with 1.3 seconds to go. Padula also had a big game in Oxford against Auburn, scoring 29 points on 10 of 16 shooting. The Tigers were able to contain Padula in Neville Arena as he scored 14 points on just 6 shot attempts. A mainstay for Ole Miss is guard Matthew Morrell, who has scored 1,750 points in his career, good for 8th in program history. Yesterday, it was Malik Diaz scoring a game-high 19 points for the Rebels against Arkansas. Stephen Pearl gives us his 60-second scout of Ole Miss.
A team that's playing well right now. Won 3 of their last 4 games, and 2 of those being quad 1 wins. So, a team that's playing with a lot of confidence. Didn't play their best yesterday and still found a way to pull out a win. Padula makes a huge 3 at the end of the game after going 0 for 6. So, it just shows you the level of confidence these guys have in their offensive ability. It could be a different guy every night. They got 6 guys that average double digits. So, we got to make sure that we know everyone in the scouting report because we're going to do a ton of switching in this game 1 through 5. So, got to do a great job of understanding personnel, what they like to do. And it's all about one-on-one closeouts because they love to attack one-on-one closeouts, and our guys have to do a great job of guarding their strong hands and then contesting everything. And then on the offensive end, we got to do a great job of attacking, their switching. They do a ton of switching, and, that provides mismatches for us. So for us, it's about not turning the ball over or getting a shot up before we turn over, then doing a great job of crashing the offensive glass. Understanding that they're going to be fresh and furious early, and, them having played yesterday, they have a little bit of an advantage there. So, we got to take their first punch early and then respond.
In 80 minutes of basketball against the Rebels, the Tigers have committed just 20 turnovers while also dishing out 42 assists. Auburn enters the postseason leading the SEC with a 1.82 assist-to-turnover ratio. The 60-second scout is presented by the Raymond J. Harbert College of Business, home to 7 top 25 programs in the U.S. News and World Report rankings. Harbert, inspiring business. In the 2 games against Ole Miss, Janai Broome is averaging 22 points, 10.5 rebounds, and 4 assists per game. Collectively, the Tigers have shot nearly 54% from the field those 2 matchups. The pregame medical report is presented by East Alabama Health. Their team of first responders are proud to provide first aid care at Neville Arena and every Auburn Athletics home event. For today's medical report, everyone available for both squads. No reporting was required for Ole Miss as they played 3 games in 3 days. The only concern they've had so far this season, Matthew Morrell has appeared on the medical report, but he's been available for every single game, and that's the case for Auburn as well. Up next, Andy Burcham's exclusive sit-down with SEC Coach of the Year, Bruce Pearl, ahead of the SEC quarterfinal between Auburn and Ole Miss from Nashville. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
For loving expert care for your pets, visit Moores Mill Animal Hospital, located at 2120 Moores Mill Road. Their skilled team is dedicated to keeping your furry friends healthy and happy. Moores Mill Animal Hospital offers spay, neuter, vaccines, boarding, and much more. Moores Mill Animal Hospital, where pets are family. Call us today at 334-821-7739 or visit mmvets.com. Experience the Moores Mill Animal Hospital difference today.
Four Seasons Federal Credit Union. Homegrown and member-owned.
For
60 years, Four Seasons Federal Credit Union has been your trusted partner in financial services. With our awesome products and services, competitive rates, and lower fees, we've helped countless members achieve their financial goals. Join us so we can help you. Accounts federally insured by NCUA. Membership eligibility required. Some restrictions apply. Ask for more details.
The Goose Performing Arts Center at Auburn University is Alabama's premier destination for the arts, bringing you the very best of Broadway, dance, music, and more. Learn more about upcoming performances and see the calendar of events online at gougecenter.auburn.edu. That's GOGUE center.auburn.edu. Or call the box office 334-844-TIXS.
Hip pain is not to be taken lightly. It could be a sign of hip impingement. If pain, stiffness, or limping persists, see a hip specialist at the orthopedic clinic. Treatment includes non-surgical options, but if surgery is needed, minimally invasive arthroscopic hip surgery is only available locally at the orthopedic clinic. Don't wait. Schedule an examination today. Call for an appointment 334-749-8303 or visit theorthoclinic.com.
Ford presents our exclusive pre-game visit with head coach Bruce Pearl.
Family on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Visit your local Ford dealer, proud sponsor of the Auburn Tigers. Here's Andy Burcham with Coach Pearl.
We're playing in Nashville, Tennessee. There's a lot of good memories of playing basketball up here, isn't there?
Well, you know, we stay at the West End up here because this is a place that has got great memories for us. And, you know, Nashville's been good to us from the jump. You know, our first year, Andy, we came up here and, you know, with a JV team almost, and you know, just had KT Harrell and his teammates laid a foundation that Auburn basketball was going to somehow be different. We're going to compete differently. We're going to be a factor in this league, and we won 3 games against 3 teams that were all better than us, and got a chance to be on the Saturday game against Kentucky, a team that eventually won the national championship. So, yes, this place has been great. We won some championships here, but that is in the rearview mirror. And what we got looking ahead of us now is just the deepest and the most talented and the most competitive field for any tournament that we'll play in all year long.
Well, yesterday's a good example of that. All 4 of those games yesterday were fabulous, including the Ole Miss game against Arkansas. And Padula hits the three-pointer in the last 2 seconds to win that ball game.
Yeah, no, it was it delivered. I mean, if anybody was watching basketball last night and they watched the SEC, you know, they just had to be. It was just compelling, just how competitive these kids are and their coaches are and the fan bases are and the quality of the basketball was something to behold. And I talked to the team about that a little bit last night, just the fact that every game was close, and so every possession is going to matter, every free throw is going to matter, every turnover is going to matter, and we've played very well against Ole Miss the last 2 times that we've played them, and we've shot it well, and we've defended it pretty well. It'll be about our ability to get back in transition. They're really good getting down the floor and really good at attacking closeouts. Padula didn't have a particularly good game yesterday against Arkansas, and yet Ole Miss still won. What people don't know about Arkansas got some pros. I mean, they got some pros. When they put 5 guys out there, their 5 guys out there are usually better than your 5 guys. They just don't have a lot of depth, and that was a factor for them. And so Ole Miss got to feel good about being able to advance, you know, when their best player had an off night.
What do you see out of this Ole Miss team? As you mentioned, you've played 2 really good games, shot 2 really good games against Ole Miss. One there and one at Neville Arena.
Well, they switch a lot. They switch 1 through 5. And they may not switch Janai Broom all the time. So you have to score out of space. You just have to, you know, take a ball screen and see which guys are going to switch on and then play out of space. What I mean by that is you roll a big guy down on a guard, you put 4 guys out around him, and there are going to be some mismatches. So guys are going to be taking pull-up shots, and hopefully we'll make them against a bad matchup. If we don't, hopefully we got a rebounder down there that's going up against a smaller player, and they're going to, you know, be able to rebound the basketball. And so we've managed We have the advantage on the inside against Ole Miss. We're bigger than they are, and we got to take advantage of that matchup. On the other end, we just got to guard our yard. We just got to get down the stance and keep those guys from make those guys continue to have to make tough twos all game long, and not let them turn corners. And overall, coming down the stretch here in March, we've got to rebound the ball better, and I think we will.
Any concern about the last week of the regular season, the loss with A&M and the loss at home against Alabama?
Not really. I mean, I think that the Texas A&M loss was something coming off of a championship hangover a little bit, and Denver Jones being out. And then, of course, we played a game against Alabama, kind of like these games here. Kind of like these games here. It came down to, last possession, and that's sort of how it's going to be. That's what makes 16 quad one wins. 16-4 against a quad one. You play 20 games where it's a toss-up, and you win 16 of them. That tells you you're doing something right. So we just got to find that mojo again and roll with it.
Some honors for this team, some honors for you in the postseason. You got to put that in the memory until after the season.
Well, you know what? It's just a great example, and we talk about this all the time, Andy, with our players. Not only to the victor with the spoils, but when we as a team are successful, you as an individual will benefit far more than if you as an individual are successful and the team fails. We're getting these individual awards because our team is successful, and if you can get each team to understand that. So therefore, they've got to make sacrifices. They've got to be unselfish. They've got to take care of their bodies. They've got to try to stay mentally and physically healthy and do the right things to the best of their youthful ability. And you do that, and you put yourself in position. And that's what we've done to this point.
Wish you all the best today. War Eagle.
War Eagle.
This is Coach Bruce Pearl on the Ford F-150 Highlight Show. I tell my team that if we play smart, out-hustle the competition, and work hard each and every day, we can be winners. And you know what? That's how Ford F-150 does it too. Offering an outstanding combination of smart tech, power, and capability, F-150 is the key to help me win the day. Hey, why don't you see how the official truck of the Auburn Tigers can help you? Go to buyfordnow.com or see your local Ford dealer today. War Eagle.
It's a great day to get vaccinated. Many children and adults that delayed vaccination during the pandemic are still behind schedule. It is crucial that we take the steps to get everyone back on track with their routine immunization. Children and teens can still catch up on their vaccinations even if they start late. Make sure you and your family are up to date on all recommended vaccines, including respiratory virus vaccine. Let's all do our part to get back on track. Don't wait. Vaccinate. For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like cookouts. Cornhole with friends. Ooh, a neighborhood potluck with your wife's pasta salad. The one with the feta. Oh, sorry. Or taking a nap on your deck in a hammock. Naps are memories. I love naps. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Thinking of advancing your career with a master's degree in business? If so, consider the graduate degree choices at Auburn University's Harbert College of Business. Ranked among the nation's best, we offer full-time and online programs in finance, supply chain management, information systems, accounting, and business administration. Learn more at harbert.auburn.edu.
You're listening to Auburn Basketball. Now more of the CB&S Bank Countdown to Tip-Off.
Jacob Hillman here with you at Bridgestone Arena. So we bring in Coach Randall Dickey for his keys to the game. Coach, what are your keys to today's game in the SEC quarterfinal?
Well, I think starting the third stage of the season, you had your non-conference, you had your conference, we won that. Now you go to postseason play, which is your conference tournament. I think you get back to playing exactly like you want to play. You play fast and furious with great intention because every possession is so valuable, and try to make fatigue a factor against Ole Miss, maybe late in the first half, maybe in the last 5 minutes of the game because they played yesterday and they're shortening their bench and they're only playing 7 guys. But the biggest factor is you got to do that with defensive transition. You can't give Ole Miss easy three-point looks. You got to get back, give them nothing easy. And you do offensively an inside-outside approach. Jam the ball to the block to our big guys, preferably Broom, run your offense through them. If they double team him, he's going to fan it out for the three-point open looks. If he's one-on-one, he can easy go one-on-one and get it in the basket. And then the term from now on out, Jacob, for the rest of the year is spurtability. Can you get on a 3 to 7 minute offensive run and really score? Can you get on a 3 to 7 stop in succession defensively to create a win going away in tournament play?
How much of an impact does it make that you've played this team twice already and you've won both of those games pretty handedly?
Well, the familiarity of both teams is going to be, it's going to be like pulling teeth. They're going to be able, you've got to be able to go to your second and third stage offense or your second stage defense. And what I mean by that, the second and third stage offensively, they're going to shut the first initial wave down on your initial play. So you've got to be able to go to the second stage and be able to score from that aspect. Defensively, you're going to be able to, whether you're going to trap defensively on ball screens, whether you're going to switch, you've got to do that effectively.
All right, thank you very much, Coach. We look forward to your call of the game with voice of the Tigers, Andy Bertram. Coach Randall Dickey's Keys to the Game are presented by Kia of Auburn, where you are always number one. And we get set for Auburn's quest for the SEC Championship double and to repeat as SEC Tournament champions. That begins today. The Tigers also vie for a 3-game sweep over Ole Miss in 2025. Lineups and tip-off for Auburn and Ole Miss from the Music City are next after these words from your local station. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
At Auburn University, we're not just learners, we're doers. In every corner of the state, Auburn men and women put knowledge to work, fueling the state's economy and building healthier, more prosperous communities. We partner with local leaders to solve local challenges and create access to opportunities that benefit all. To learn how Auburn's at work in your community, visit auburn.edu/acrossalabama. This message is sponsored by Auburn University, the Alabama Broadcasters Association, and this station.
Are you looking to advance your career without putting your life on hold? Consider the flexibility of an online MBA at Auburn University's Harvard College of Business. Ranked among the nation's best by U.S. News and World Report, our 100% online MBA program provides the flexibility you need to pursue a degree while maintaining your personal and professional life. Learn more at harvard.auburn.edu.
Things we take for granted, ordinary opportunities for parents and their children, can be a foster child's extraordinary. You have the power to do something positive that will change the life of a young person right here in Alabama. Open your heart and open your home to a foster child today. For more information, visit www.dhr.alabama.gov or call 1-866-64-AL-KIDS. Brought to you by the Alabama Department of Human Resources, the Alabama Broadcasters Association, and this station.
CB&S Bank has a long history of stability and a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. You could say we know a thing or two about tradition. We've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Being a team player is part of our culture. That's why at CB&S Bank, we are proud supporters and huge fans of Auburn basketball. Whoa, Regal, hey! Visit cbsbank.com today. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
This is the SEC Tournament, and these are the Yellowwood starting lineups for your SEC champion Auburn Tigers.
To Denver Jones, down the lane, 18-footer up, yes, and one. Left wing Denver Jones, 3 ball, that's good. At the top, Denver, a 3 to tie it, yes! Bounce past Denver Jones between the circles, a screen from Broom. Down the right side, lobs it up there and scores.
Denver Jones again, making a difference in the game.
Denver Jones, New Market, Alabama, Memphis Day Academy.
Kelly to the lane, to the basket, good! 3 ball, yes, why not? Why not Miles Kelly?
That put the dagger in the heart right there.
Right corner, Miles Kelly for 3. Yep, into the corner, Miles Kelly 3, bang!
Great team basketball, what a shot by
Miles Kelly, Stone Mountain, Georgia, Parkview High School, Hargrave Military Academy.
Into the corner, Chris Moore for 3. Simo knocked it home! At the top, Chris Moore penetrates. Chris, jump step, puts it off the glass. Good with 3 seconds and a half. Skip pass, Chris Moore. Open 3 ball, Simo. Yes!
Big 3 by
Chris Moore. They tried to overshift their defense and left him wide open. And
the left hand, he didn't get it. Tap up and in by Chris Moore.
That's what Chris Moore does, the little things.
Chris Moore, West Memphis, Arkansas, Academies of West Memphis.
Bounce pass. Broom to the hole, jams it. Quickly up the floor for Auburn. Janai at the top. He'll pop a three. Good. Rebounded Broom. Goes up and scores with a fountain of play.
Oh, yeah.
Low post Broom outside the lane. Spins to the baseline to the hole. Yes. And one.
All-American move by Janai Broom. What a spin move. Laid it in the basket and drew the foul.
Janai Broom, Plant City, Florida, Tampa Catholic High School.
Low post, Cardwell against Murphy. Faces the bucket, right-hand shot. It's good. Against Demery. Gets rubbed, goes left wing. Low post, Dillon with a double-hand dunk.
Nothing like Dylan Cardwell and point blank. He certainly knows what to do. He can flush it right through.
Cardwell missed both, got the rebound. Goes back up and comes. Rebound tapped out, Cardwell. Head fake, jams it! Jams it!
Dylan Cardwell, Augusta, Georgia, McEachern High School.
Lineups are presented by Great Southern Wood, makers of Yellowwood pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it. Now, it's almost time for the opening tip. Once again, alongside Randall Dickey, here's the voice of the champions, Andy Burcham.
Auburn 27-4, 15-3 in the SEC. Bruce Pearl in his 11th season at Auburn, a school record 227 wins, 123 losses, 30th season as a head coach. A record of 690 and 268. Before we get to the Ole Miss lineup, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Sean Padula runs the point, 6'1" senior from Edmond, Oklahoma, 15 points, 3.6 rebounds, 3.6 assists. Jalen Murray on one wing, 5'11" senior from Bronx, New York, 10.6 points, 2.2 rebounds, 3.5 assists. Matthew Morrell on the other wing, a 6'4" swing guy, senior out of Memphis, Tennessee, 10.9 points, 3.4 assists. Dre Davis at the power forward, 6'6" senior from Indianapolis, 10.3 points, 4.6 rebounds. And Malik Dia, 6'9" junior at the post from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, 10.6 points, 5.7 assists. Chris Beard in his second season in Oxford, a record of 42-22. 13th season as a head coach, a record of 279 and 120. Auburn in the home white tops and trunks with the blue numerals and lettering in the orange trim. Ole Miss, the away red uniforms today with the white numerals and the blue lettering. Pat Adams is the crew chief. Bart Lennox and Steven Anderson are the referees here today as we get ready for day 3, the quarterfinal round of the Southeastern Conference. The winner moves on to play at noon tomorrow against today's winner between Texas and Tennessee. Big crowd, big Auburn crowd on hand here in Nashville. I'll bet there was 1,000 in Auburn's team hotel as Auburn went to the bus today for its Tiger Walk here today. Auburn won by 10 in Oxford, won by 30 in Auburn, and shot the ball incredibly well, Randall, in both of those contests. And need another good shooting day here today.
Well, it's been good for the Tigers to play the Ole Miss Rebels today, so we'll see what the third game takes place here. And it's been a long time coming, but we're in postseason play already.
Rebels and Arkansas went back and forth all game yesterday. Sean Padula's game winner with under 2 seconds left was the difference in that one. Malik Dia will jump it up, and he wins the tap over Dylan Cardwell. We're underway at Bridgestone Arena. Jalen Murray against Miles Kelly in the center circle.
Tigers are in their tough man-to-man defense right off the bat. They're up in the passing lanes and really pressuring the basketball.
Davis on the left wing against Broom inside the arc, steps outside the arc, drives against Janai into the lane, puts up a fadeaway and scores. 2-0 Ole Miss, Auburn basketball for the first time today. Denver Jones at the point, a screen from Cardwell. Off to the right wing, lobs it to Broom inside the arc, picked up by Davis. They do not double Janai. He drives to the hole, put it up, and he missed it. And the rebound to Morrell for Ole Miss. Up the floor, Matthew Morrell. Left wing, into the corner it goes. Drive by Davis against Broom. To the wing for left side for Padilla. On the right side, it's Dia. He'll shoot the three if given the chance. Out to the top of the circle, Dre Davis. 12 to shoot for the Rebels. Ole Miss leads 2-0. Left side, open three on the wing. It's missed. Long rebound on the weak side, pulled in by Janai Broom, and here's Auburn up the full. Miles Kelly gets a screen from Cardwell. Hands the ball to Broom. Now to Denver Jones with 20 to shoot. 2-0 Ole Miss on top. Cardwell hands to Kelly. To the top for Denver. To the right wing, penetrates. Picks it up. Now to Broom. Janai, right side of the key. 10 to shoot. Puts it on the floor against Dia. Kicks it to the corner. Moore, right wing, long three. Denver goes.
Really good motion with the basketball. Everybody's handling the ball. They're moving it from one side of the floor to the other, and it is great to see Denver Jones get off to a good start from the three.
3-2 Auburn on top. 18-13 to go in the first half. Murray for the Rebels. Outside the arc. On the left side for Dia. Picked up there by Chris Moore. Drives on Chris to the baseline. Backs his way near the lane. Into the lane. Out to the top it comes for Davis. He'll pop a three. Good.
Davis is off to a good start. He had a nice one-on-one move against Broom underneath the basket, and now stepped out and hit a three.
5-3 Rebels. 17:47 in the first half. Ole Miss has made two of its first three shots. Cardwell at the top. Passes off the right side for Denver. Ball knocked out of his hand. He retrieves it. Gets it to Miles Kelly with 15 to shoot. Miles works against Dia at the top. Three ball straight away. Barely drew iron. Rebound comes to Broom for Auburn. To the wing for Denver. Low post for Cardwell. Kicks it to the corner. Three ball by Janai. Still good. And the rebound to Dia for the Rebels.
Really good second opportunity by the Tigers. Scrappy basketball right off the bat.
5-3 Ole Miss leads it. 17-10 in the first half of play. Padula, top of the circle. Picked up by Denver. Gets a screen. Now to Dia at the top. Head fake at three. Drives to the lane. Drives and gets blocked. Gets it back. Goes up and draws the foul.
Oh, the first effort defensively by Dillon was outstanding. Held his ground, blocked the shot, but the second opportunity just had a bad angle and ended up bumping into him.
Dillon picked up the foul. His first, the first for either team. And Malik Dia at the line for two. First free throw is short. Junior from nearby Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and Ensworth High School. Played at Vanderbilt and Belmont here in Nashville. Into the game for Auburn, Chad Bacon-Mazzara and Chaney Johnson for the Tigers. As Chris Moore sits down, so does Dylan Cardwell.
One of the big factors for the Auburn Tigers, get that rotation off the bench, get some sparks off the bench.
Dia makes the second free throw. Taking a look, Denver Jones looked like he was holding his right hand, maybe the last two fingers, that ring finger and his pinky finger. Let's see if that plays a factor. Right sideline, Chad Bacon-Mazzara. Ole Miss leads by three. Kelly to the corner, Denver for three. Didn't see him out of there. He knocked home the three.
Nothing but a big splash. It's good to see Denver Jones.
Davis up the floor, whistle, and Davis was out of bounds. They let him too far down the floor. Auburn's got to be better at getting back in transition defense.
That's for sure. Seems like Ole Miss is trying to play really fast. They're trying to rush the ball, race the ball down the floor really quickly. That time they were just a bit overthrown and went out of bounds.
Tahad Pettiford replaces Miles Kelly in the Auburn lineup. And he'll take over at the point. And he'll work against Matthew Morrell.
They've gone to their 2-2-1 press. They'll fall back into a man-to-man defense.
David Barnes in the lineup for Ole Miss. At the top, Pettiford to Broom. Low post, Chaney Johnson. Chaney in the lane. Now brings it out the left side. Ball knocked out of his hand and out of bounds by Davis. Auburn retains the ball with 11 to shoot. Opportunity for Auburn to take the lead here.
This is the first baseline out of bounds for the Tigers, and they've always been really good at that.
Broom into the corner for Chaney. Goes baseline, and he stepped out of bounds.
Just one of those positions that you see a lot of players get into in tournament play. At the end of the season, they're just a bit overzealous and a little bit too quick, or they're not quite ready and got their feet and got their balance.
16-14 in the first half. Ole Miss basketball. We're tied at 6. The Tigers and the Rebels. Gurrell picks up the dribble near the center circle. Gets the ball to Brakefield. Picked up by Chaney. Now to Padula, top of the circle. Around the perimeter, onto the wing. Out to the top it comes for Barnes. Barnes on the wing against Broom. Shoots a three over Janai. Didn't get it. Long rebound. Pettiford pulls it down for Auburn. Tigers with an opportunity to take the lead here. Pettiford at the top, works against Padula. Now sets up the offense, 21 to shoot for Auburn. Tied at 6, Auburn and Ole Miss. Pettiford at the left wing, a screen from Janai. Maintains the dribble with 12 to shoot. Long 3-ball, bank miss. Rebound tapped up by Johnson. It's no good. And here is Davis the other way for the Rebels. To the wing for Brakefield, inside the arc. Brakefield, cross court, Padula. Head fake, drives down the lane. And ball was touched out of bounds by Auburn. And it takes us to our first timeout break. 15-17 in the first. Auburn and Ole Miss tied at 6. First half today presented by Southern Union. Conveniently located just a few miles from Auburn, Southern Union offers classes that easily transfer to the university. Endless opportunities are right up the road. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
It's 3 a.m. You could be ordering Whataburger, but you're not. You're staring at the ceiling thinking about that one time in 2003 when you told the whole class that your dad was personal friends with George Washington and that he sends you Christmas presents. Wouldn't you rather be eating a honey butter chicken biscuit? Crispy chicken drizzled with sweet honey butter sauce, all wrapped up with a fresh biscuit. And it's available at Whataburger, 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. Think about breakfast, not George Washington. What a burger.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
I like what I like, and I do what I want.
If what you like is getting the highest payouts, getting the most free play, and finding more of your favorite games on a spacious upscale gaming floor, then Wind Creek Montgomery is your kind of fabulous. No matter what fabulous means to you, you'll find it here. Wind Creek Montgomery. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Alabama Power is proud to present this broadcast of Auburn basketball. Alabama Power, power for a better Alabama.
Auburn and Ole Miss tied at 6 with 15-17 to go in the first half as we welcome you back to Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. Quarterfinal action of the SEC tournament. The winner moves on to play tomorrow at noon Central Time against the winner of this evening's Tennessee-Texas game. Auburn has opened the ball game 2 of 5 from the field. 2 of 6 from the field and 2 of 5 from 3. 5 of Auburn's 6 field goal attempts, Randall, have come from the perimeter.
Well, 2 for 2 for Denver Jones, which is really our leading scorer right now. It's kind of got us off to a good start. I think after this timeout, I think you're going to see a little bit of a change of offense. I think they'll try to go inside, try to get Broom a little bit closer to the basket. He's had a couple of perimeter shots, but we need to get him around that basket because one big factor between the Tigers and the Rebels, the Tigers have them a little bit outsized on the front line.
46th career start today for Chris Moore, his 4th of the year. As he started for Chad Bacon-Mazzara, who's now in the ballgame, along with Zahat Pettiford, Chaney Johnson, Miles Kelly, and Dylan Cardwell. Ole Miss ball out of bounds, baseline left, 19 to shoot for the Rebels. We're tied at 6 with the 15-17 to go in the first half of play.
Well, this lineup here, they may try to go to Chaney Johnson a little bit more down low, or it wouldn't be a bad idea to get Miles Kelly off to a good start here.
Padula will trigger into the corner off the left side. It goes for Dia. Out to the top of the circle now for Barnes. 13 to shoot. Barnes gets a screen. Out to the top for Murray. Left wing Padula for 3. It's in and out. And the rebound pulled in by Pettiford. Tied at 6, Auburn the other way. Had a couple rebounds early on for the Tigers. Brings it top of the circle. Off the left wing. Leaves there for Miles Kelly. Chaney Johnson. 2. Chad Bacon-Mazzara. Left wing Miles. Open free ball. Miles short. Rebound weak side. And Ole Miss as Brakefield pulls it in.
That's one of those times out of a timeout. You run a set play, got Miles a good look. He just missed it.
Brakefield at the top against Pettiford. Right side picks up the dribble to Padula. Inside the arc on the wing. Now brings it outside the arc, right wing. Looks low post instead, top of the circle. It comes for Dia. Shot clock at 9. Dia knocks down Cardwell, puts up a 3, didn't get it. Rebound out of bounds, and it's out of bounds off Auburn. And a 20-second shot clock for Ole Miss.
The Tigers were a little bit unfortunate there. Dylan falls down, leaves Dia for the three-point shot. He misses the shot, but we don't retrieve the defensive rebound, and so Ole Miss has a new shot clock at 20 seconds and an out-of-bounds play.
Morrell replaces Padula in the lineup for the Rebels. In the corner, it's Padilla against Chad Baker-Mazzara. Left wing now goes baseline, drives to the hole. Fade away by Dia, good.
Really good play. Used his size against Mazzara that time, taking him in there about 10 feet from the basket and just got over the top of it.
Got 50% in his last 5 games. He gives Ole Miss an 8-6 lead. Chad Baker-Mazzara at the top of the circle for the Tigers against Padilla. 14 to shoot. Step back 3 ball. CBM in and out. Rebound and a whistle and a foul, and Dylan Cardwell just picked up his second foul. He was trying to go for the offensive rebound there, and Cat picked up his second foul. He'll come out. Broom comes in for the Tigers.
Just a little bit going the other way. You know, that ball just rattled the rim pretty heavy on that three-point shot by Mazzara.
8-6 Rebels with the ball and the lead. Murray, left wing, Morrell, top of the circle, Brakefield. Sends Murray off to the left wing. Low post pass for Dia against Broom. Malik, a 19-footer in the air, he didn't get it. Rebound Janai. Outlet, right side, it goes for Tahad Pettiford. Tigers trail by 2. Auburn basketball. Pettiford at the top. Pull up 3 ball. Didn't get it. Rebound Ole Miss. Right now Auburn is 2 of 8 from 3. 3 ball at the top by Murrell. He didn't get that one. Rebound Barnes to the top. Murray inside the arc. 15, nope, into the corner. 3 ball left side, good from Brakefield.
Yeah,
the Rebels lead by 5.
Can't let the Rebels get second opportunities like they did the last couple of times. Get the crowd involved. Get a little bit of momentum toward the Rebels.
There's a whistle and a ball out of bounds. Touch last by Barnes at midcourt. Auburn is 2 of 8 from the 3-point line, 2 of 9 in the game from the field. Yep. Every shot but one has been a 3-pointer for Auburn early on, and the Tigers trail 11-6 as Murray comes back into the lineup, or comes out of the lineup, replaced by Padula. Also, Dre Davis back into the lineup for the Rebels, and he replaces Brakefield, who just knocked home that 3.
I think with the change of defense, looks like that Ole Miss might be in it. They're going to show zone and then go back man-to-man, but I think you're going to see the ball try to go inside. Only shooting 1 2-point shot is not, in 7 minutes, is not characteristic of the Tigers.
Rebels lead 11-6, 12:42 in the first half of play. Pettiford, low post, nice pass underneath from Chaney to Broom, and as he goes up for the shot, he's fouled.
Really good interior passing. They run a ball screen at the top of the key. Pettiford comes off it, hits Chaney on the roll, what they call the short roll, and then he shovels it to Broom, and they just kind of ran over Janai. Gives him a chance to get to the free throw line.
Padula was called for the foul. Janai at the free throw line for 2. 62% from the stripe this season. First free throw is short. Denver Jones in. Miles Kelly comes out for Auburn. Denver has Auburn's only 2 baskets, a pair of 3s. Broom got the second free throw to fall and cuts the lead to 4. 12:39 in the first half. Ole Miss 11, Auburn 7. Barnes out of the lineup for the Rebels.
Yeah, Tigers are going to extend their defense with their press this time.
Inbound, and now Padula will bring it up the floor quickly for Ole Miss. Rebels lead Auburn by 4 points, 11-7. 12:30 to go in the first half. Low post pass, deflected. Here's Pettiford the other way for Auburn. Tahad drives, leans, shoots, scores!
Beautifully done. That's what the Tigers need to do. Get into transition, speed the game up, get more opportunities. Tahad Pettiford made a nice floater right off the glass.
11-9 Rebels with the ball. Dia against Broom, drives, goes up high, missed it, may have been blocked, rebounded Pettiford. Auburn the other way, trailing by 2. Tahad, left wing Denver, into the corner and out of bounds off of Chad Bacon-Mazzara. 10:50 make that 11:59 to go in the first half. Ole Miss 11, Auburn 9. Take on game day with the great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Where were you when this happened?
21-20 Auburn. 9:05 in the first half. Quinterly works on Kessler. They leave him alone. He goes up, and it was blocked against the backboard by Smith. The other way, Jabari, free throw line, down the lane with the left hand. Oh, my goodness, from coast to coast, Jabari Smith.
Don't miss the next heart-pounding moment on the Auburn Sports Network.
Nobody beats Cook's Pest Control when it comes to the superior protection against unwanted pests and termites. Cook's knowledgeable and courteous technicians are expertly trained to get the job done right, guaranteed. Protect your home and business with pest control you can trust. Call Cook's today for your free quote or to schedule a free on-site inspection. Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
Recognized by Newsweek as one of America's best maternity care hospitals, East Alabama Health provides comprehensive treatment for mothers and babies throughout Auburn, Opelika, and the East Alabama region. And starting with the 2024 football season, we're pleased to partner with Auburn Athletics to provide a special Aubie blanket to each baby born at our hospital through a program we call Tiger Tots. For all your maternity care needs, trust the experts at East Alabama Health.
Welcome back to Bridgestone Arena in Nashville as Auburn, the number 1 seed in the SEC tournament, trails the 8th seed Ole Miss 11-9 with 11:59 to go in the first half. Jacob Hillman here courtside with the check of the Yellowwood scoreboard as Top 25 action is underway for the day in conference tournaments. In the Big Ten quarterfinal at Gainbridge Arena in Indianapolis, number 7 Michigan State leads number 23 Oregon 46-43. Spartans obviously playing the outright Big Ten title, the 11th under head coach Tom Izzo. Number 16 Memphis trails Wichita State 20-13 early in the American Athletic Conference quarterfinal as the Tigers have won 13 of their last 14, but that last loss came to the Shockers back in February. Wichita State looking to try and steal a bid and advance in the American Athletic Conference as Bijan Courtside leads the way for Wichita State with 6 points. PJ Haggerty has 10 for the Memphis Tigers. That's a check of the Yellowwood scoreboard. Back to the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham and Coach Randall Dickey in Nashville.
Last 2 ball games for Auburn coming in. The loss at Texas A&M, the home loss to Alabama. Boy, offensive rebounds and second chance points have been a big factor, and they have been early on today. Ole Miss with 3 offensive rebounds as we approach the 12-minute mark or past the 12-minute mark. And Ole Miss has outscored Auburn in second chance points, Randall, 6-0.
Well, that's true. And Auburn's not utilizing their size in every position. They're bigger than Ole Miss, and Ole Miss leads them 9-6 on the boards. Shooting percentage is a big factor. We a little bit quick to trigger from the three-point line. I like the idea when Pettiford got it in transition, and we got to sped the game up a little bit. We got an easy basket. I think the Tigers continue that, but we got to get Janai Broome going around the basket.
Broome, Chaney Johnson, Chris Moore, Denver Jones, and Tahad Pettiford, the Auburn 5. Brakefield, along with Murrell, Murray, Padula, and Davis, the 5 for Ole Miss. Auburn is much bigger on the floor right now. Ole Miss leads by 1, 11-9 Rebels ball. 11:48 on the counting clock in the first half. They go low post for Padula. He falls out of bounds, and it comes to Broome. Tahad Pettiford the other way for the Tigers at the wing. To Broome. Into the key. Spins, goes up, missed it short. And the rebound to Ole Miss. Davis up the floor for the Rebels. Davis hands it to the top for Brakefield. Chris Moore has to put his shoe back on, and does. Brakefield down the left side of the lane. Picks it down inside. Davis works against Pettiford. Backs him in. Kicks it to the top. Murray, straightaway 3. Short. Long rebound, Chaney Johnson for Auburn. Another chance for Auburn to tie it or take the lead. Pettiford backs it up. On the right sideline. Screen from Broom. Spins there. 14 to shoot. Low post, Janai. Up and in!
Beautifully done. Finally got Broom rolled all the way from the ball screen, from out on the wing, all the way to the basket. Tahad waited till it finally came open point blank, made a beeline pass, and Broom laid it in.
And we're tied at 11. Padula out to the top for Brakefield. Working on Chaney Johnson. Inside the arc, backs Chaney in. Continues to back him in. Goes baseline, gets cut off now. Out to the wing for Murray against Pettiford. Blows past him. And Tahad blocked it out of bounds. He got a step on Pettiford, but Tahad was able to recover and block the ball out with 1.7 on the shot clock.
Showed a bit of that superior athletic ability there on the catch-up. He got beat one-on-one and was behind the player, but when he started to lay it in at the basket, Tahad raced it down, lifted off the floor, and blocked it out of bounds.
Padula will trigger baseline right. Inbound, Murray puts up a three. It was blocked by Chaney, and there's a shot clock violation against Ole Miss.
That's one of the six stops that the Tigers need to have consecutively. That's the third time that we've stopped them, which would be a turkey in bowling, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
And so you could race down, lay it in the basket. These are times, it's what we call spurtability times. Defensively, we're off to the races. Now we got to get our offense going in the same
Chad
way.
Bacon-Mazara replaces Chris Moore in the Auburn lineup. A chance for Auburn to regain the lead. Auburn led 3-2 early on. Jones, low post, Broom. Janai spins past his man and dunks it!
With authority, he attacks that rim like we've seen him throughout the year.
Ole Miss the other way. Barnes bumped by Denver Jones on the baseline, and a foul on Denver. That dunk by Broom, our defensive drive of the game. SunSouth John Deere is the preferred tractor of the Tigers. Find your local dealer at sunsouth.com. The SunSouth drive of the game. The dunk by Janai Broom to the post.
Beautifully done. Well, he made a quick move. He went to the rim with authority. I'd like to see that happen for the next couple of weeks.
Absolutely. About 4 weeks, including this one. Chaney Johnson out, and Jaheim Hudson is in on the low post for Auburn.
Auburn's doing a good job rotating their bench, keeping everybody fresh.
10-minute mark of the first half. Auburn by 2. Ole Miss ball. Murray. Now Brakefield. Works against Chad Bacon-Mazara. Almost dribbled it out of bounds. Inside the arc, Pettiford posts up. Left wing three, ball over Broom. It's good from the left wing from David Barnes. Ole Miss by 1, 14-13. Second three of the ball game, make that third of the game for Ole Miss. Pettiford, right wing, Chad Baker. Now on the sideline. Lobs it, low post, Broom. Turns, goes up, and he's fouled. Drew the foul on Brakefield. It will be the first foul on Brakefield. And it will put Janai at the free throw line for a couple. Boy, exactly what you said, Randall. Let's get the ball underneath the big number 4.
I tell you, when you throw it to the SEC Player of the Year, good things are going to happen. Whether he scores or whether he passes out to the open, the Tigers have made a precedent since the 12-minute media to throw that ball inside.
First free throw from Janai is good. Tahad Pettiford out, Miles Kelly in for Auburn. Both teams have gone to their benches liberally here in the first half. Janai knocks home both and gives Auburn the lead. Quickly up the floor, Ole Miss, Barnes to Padula. On the left wing. Low post, threw it out of bounds, trying to get the ball to Dia. And Auburn will get it on the turnover by Ole Miss.
I think you see a little bit of that on your second day. They played so hard yesterday against the Razorbacks. Coming back today, they're just not as sharp.
5 turnovers early on for the Rebels. 1 point Auburn lead. 15-14 Tigers. Hudson, right sideline. Chad Baker, low post, Broom. Double teamed out to the top for Denver. He's wide open for a 3-ball. Missed it short. Rebound, Jaheed, back up and in.
What a rebound by Hudson. He just went above the rim, snatched it off the glass, and stuck it right back in. Big play, second opportunity basket for the Tigers.
17-14, Auburn on top. Murray against Miles Kelly in the center circle. Gets a step, goes down the left side of the lane and gets fouled, I think, by Miles. before the shot, surely. Nope, they didn't call that on Miles. Yeah, they did. They called it on Miles.
Yeah, Juju's hard. He's got that hesitation a lot like Pettifer. He changes his speed off the bounce, stop and go dribble. Kind of got Miles a little bit off balance. Really tough to guard. He's a good little player.
Davis and Murrell back in the lineup for the Rebels. Murray will trigger. Baseline left. Lobs it up the sideline for Dia. Knocked out of his hand. Now picks it up at midcourt. Hooks Chad Baker-Mazzara and gets the ball to Barnes in the center circle. Gets a screen. Barnes inside the arc, now out to the top. To the free throw line. Picks it up. Right wing Murrell. 5 to shoot. Down to 4. Murrell in the lane. Wild shot goes up and he draws a foul on Auburn. One of those where you just jump into the defensive player and you get the call. And it will send Murrell to the line on the first foul against Chad Baker-Mazzara.
I thought the Tigers, that possession was really good defensively. They were hawking the ball, they were swarming, but they let the ball drive to the middle of the lane, and bad things happen when it gets there.
Murrell 79% from the line. Ole Miss 73.7 as a team, and Murrell makes it a 2-point game. 1,751 points, 8th all-time in Ole Miss history.
He is in the statistics book for a long time. Most attempts, I think, in the history of the school as well.
And Murrell knocks home both free throws. 145 games. That's the career lead for Ole Miss. For Rip, Murrell makes the lead 1.
They're going to change the tempo. They got their 2-3 matchup zone to try to change and slow the Auburn Tigers down.
Chad Baker-Mazzara running one-hander. He drives and he is fouled.
Tigers are starting to figure them out. Get the ball, put it on the deck, drive it to the basket, attack the rim, make Ole Miss foul, get to the free throw line.
Malik Dia whistled for his first foul. It's the 3rd against Ole Miss. Auburn has been whistled for 5 fouls in the first half. And Chad Baker-Mazzara at the line shooting 90%. 3rd team All-SEC this year. First free throw rattles out. Wow.
Well, one of his 3-point shots early in the game did almost the same thing, just kind of rattled around. Maybe he can just lift it just a little bit, and it'll drop right in the center of the net.
Finalist for the Julius Erving Award. Gets the second one to fall. And Auburn leads it by 2, 18-16 with 8:11 to go in the first half. Jalen Murray will bring it up the floor for the Rebels. Ole Miss is led by as many as 5, Auburn as many as 3. Right now it's a 2-point Auburn lead. Murrell, left wing against Chad Baker-Mazzara. Skip past Barnes, top of the key, picked up by Denver Jones. Off the right side, Dia, outside the arc against Broom. 18-footer by Dia, missed it long. They pushed off for the rebound and got it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate getting a second opportunity for the Rebels on offense here.
Yeah. 3 ball straight away, it's up, it's in and out. Missed by Barnes, or Davis, and Auburn goes the other way. Tigers by 2 with the basketball. Jones in the center circle. 7:28 in the first half of play. Denver, a screen from Turtle to the left wing. Puts it on the floor and gets pushed. They'll get the foul, I think, on Dre Davis. That is the foul on Dre Davis, and it takes us to a timeout break. 7:21 to go in the first. Auburn ball when we come back. The Tigers lead 18-16. Find your piece of paradise on the Alabama Gulf Coast with Mindy Jones of Remax Paradise. Visit MindyAtParadise.com. Auburn 18, Ole Miss 16. Quarterfinal action of the SEC tournament. And Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
It's a great day to get vaccinated. Many children and adults that delayed vaccination during the pandemic are still behind schedule. It is crucial that we take the steps to get everyone back on track with their routine immunizations. Children and teens can still catch up on their vaccinations even if they start late. Make sure you and your family are up to date on all recommended vaccines, including respiratory virus vaccine. Let's all do our part to get back on track. Don't wait. Vaccinate. For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
Conecuh Sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh sausage since 1947, a real winner.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings. Carrier, turn to the experts.
The Alabama Department of Public Health reminds you, don't wait, vaccinate. Stay current on all vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM to learn more.
Welcome back to the Music City SEC basketball tournament. Auburn 18, Ole Miss 16, 7:21 to go in the first half of play. Points off turnovers right now, and Ole Miss has 5. That's turnovers. Auburn has outscored the Rebels 6-0. And Randall talked about this coming out of the last timeout. Auburn's ability to get the ball to the low post. Well, Auburn has outscored Ole Miss in the paint 6-2.
Well, since the last media, at the 12-minute media, I'm sure the coaches kind of instructed the players, hey, we've taken a lot of perimeter shots. At that time, I think we only had one attempt at the two-point line. They came out. You don't necessarily have to score down there, but you've got to throw the ball close to the basket and make the defense honor that block play. Fortunately, we've got an All-American down there that's pretty good at getting the ball in the basket, and we've kind of got Janai off to a good start. It's opened up two things. Mazzara's drive, he got to the free throw line. This time it's coming out of the timeout. Denver Jones is going to go to the free throw line. It's opened up that because the ball entered inside the paint on the block area, and then the defense made it kick it right back out, and it opens up a myriad of things.
Here's the Auburn 5, Denver Jones, Janai Broome, Miles Kelly, Chaney Johnson, and Chris Moore back in the lineup. We understand that he was kind of flexing his right hand just a little bit. Appears to be all right.
I think he's just lubricating it up for the next three-point shot.
His ring finger and his pinky finger on his right hand are taped together. Auburn out of bounds down the left sideline. Tigers lead Ole Miss 18-16 with 7:21 to go in the first half. 20 on the shot clock for Auburn, and Simo will trigger. They get the ball to Denver Jones, but they held his jersey, but he got it. Chaney at the top, Broome leads for Denver. 13 to shoot. Down the right side, Chris Moore. 9 to shoot Moore. Out to the top for Denver with 6. Around the perimeter, Chaney. Crossover dribble, drive. Puts up a 12-footer. It's long. And the rebound to the Rebels. Padula up the floor for Ole Miss. Leaves it right side for Dia. Left-hand dribble, Dia. Out to the top for Padula. Auburn's lead is 2, 14 in the shot clock for the Rebels. Padula to Dia, right side of the circle. Working on Broome. 7 to shoot. Dia now back out to the top. Long 3 by Dia, in and out. And the rebound to Denver Jones at the middle of the floor. Auburn on the run. Denver left wing. Picked up by Padula. Gets pushed by Padula. Low post for Broome against Dia. Janai with 20 to shoot. On the baseline, faces the basket, drives, gets double teamed. Low post pass in the corner for Simo. Drives, loses it. Comes to Broome, right wing Miles. Baseline, running one-hander, good!
The Tigers had a sensational offensive possession then. A lot of players touched the ball. Miles Kelly put it in the basket.
Davis drives on Chaney into the lane. Davis faces the basket, kicks it back out to the top for Morrell. Auburn 20, Ole Miss 16. Whistle and a foul away from the ball. This is going to go against Auburn.
Well, the last two possessions, Ole Miss has made a precedent offensively to try to get Padula open. Chris Moore has done a really good job covering him, fighting through the screens, and sometimes when you do that, you foul.
And he was called for his foul. That is the 6th against Auburn. 5:51 in the first. Turtle will come in for Auburn, and he replaces Broome in the lineup for Auburn.
Really gave some good minutes a while ago. He had a really outstanding offensive rebound, stick back.
Auburn leads 20-16, Ole Miss ball. Down the left sideline near the Auburn bench. Davis will trigger. Throws into the backcourt, nobody there. Loose ball, picked up by Turtle. Drives, and it's blocked out of bounds. Auburn ball with 27 to shoot.
It's always fun to see those big guys leading the break. You know some kind of crash is going to take place.
All right, that'll bring Pettiford, Denver Jones, and Janai Broom in.
But
Chris Moore, Jaheim Hudson, and
they won a possession. That was a good substitution. And won a possession. Give kudos to Hudson coming up with that steal. Didn't get it in the basket, but it gives Auburn an opportunity for a baseline out of bounds right here.
Broom will trigger baseline left. They flatten it out against the baseline. Pettiford in one corner, Denver Jones in another. Auburn's lead is 4 with 5:49 to go in the first half. Broom will trigger. In the corner left side for Miles. Low post, Janai. Nearly double team. Janai brings it out near the left wing. A step outside the arc. Drives it. Double team. Wraparound pass, threw it away. Murray was the steal for Ole Miss. He was trying to set up Miles Kelly in the opposite corner. Padula drives to the wing. 3 ball in the air. It's up. It's missed. Rebound, Janai Broom for Auburn.
Tigers are doing a better job on the glass as of late. Need to get the ball in the basket.
Auburn by 4, 5:18 in the first half of play. Tahad Pettiford, left wing Denver Jones, free throw line Denver. Fade away from about 7, good!
That's really working. His game off the bounce is really effective today. Put it on the deck, get it closer to the goal, and put it in the basket.
8 points for Denver Jones, and Auburn leads it by 8. 22-16, Auburn leads by 6, excuse me. Down the left side, Ole Miss ball. Murrell in the lane, up with the right hand. He didn't get it. Rebound, Miles taps it to Tahad. Races forward, across midcourt, free throw line, down the lane, hang, shoots. It didn't go. Rebound, Broom taps it up and missed it. And the Rebels get that ball. Here's to Padula the other way for Ole Miss. Lobs it right side, Murrell. 3 ball in the air, air ball. Weak side rebound, out of bounds off of Auburn.
I really like that offensive possession when Tahad Pettiford straight races the ball down the floor. He didn't get the layup, but he really put the Ole Miss Rebels on their heels to get back in defensive transition.
A little bit of their medicine.
That's for sure. I like the idea when the Tigers play fast. We've got so many weapons, it gives a lot of people. We really had Denver Jones wide open in the corner, and Tahad went ahead and had the angle, which either decision was a good one. It just should have gone inside in the basket.
Chris Moore into the lineup replacing Denver Jones. Murray looking for an inbound into the backcourt for Barnes. 19 to shoot for Ole Miss. Auburn leads by 6. 22-16, Rebels ball. Murray on the left wing. Couple dribbles there with the left hand against Broom. Drives on Janai. In the lane, lobs it up and scores.
Crafty little player. Juju Murray's a really good player. He can really score from the perimeter, but he took it, Janai Broom, to the basket then and laid it in.
Trims the lead to 4, 22-18 Auburn as we approach the 4-minute mark of the first. Broom to Chaney. Chaney works on Brakefield, into the corner for Miles. Open 3 ball, Miles didn't get it. Rebound tap, Broom gets it, goes up and he's fouled.
Good things happen when Janai Broom gets the ball right in front of the rim. Got fouled then. Good offensive rebound.
Chance to rest up as Auburn and Ole Miss go to the timeout. 3:52 to go in the first half. Janai shoots free throws when we come back. The score, Auburn 22, Ole Miss 18. Stay tuned. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Where were you when this happened?
21-20 Auburn. 9:05 in the first half. Quinterly works on Kessler. They leave him alone. He goes up, and it was blocked against the backboard by Smith. The other way, Jabari, free throw line, down the lane with the left hand. Good! My goodness, from coast to coast, Jabari Smith.
Don't miss the next heart-pounding moment on the Auburn Sports Network.
This sandwich is not just spicy, it's flavorful.
Hi, this is Patayo. And this is Elsa. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich is that spicy kick. Because the spice comes in at just the right moment.
Oh, no. A little thing I love is that cilantro lime sauce. It's a fun blend of zesty and bold. That's what really makes me happy. Are you gonna eat all your fries?
Order a Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich and a Diet Dr. Pepper on the Chick-fil-A app for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. We're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
Top seeded Auburn leads 8 seed Ole Miss 22-18 with 3 minutes and 52 seconds to go until halftime here at Bridgestone Arena. Jacob Hillman here, courtside at Bridgestone Arena, checking the Yellowwood scoreboard as Michigan State has gone on its run and extended its lead over number 23 Oregon 61-49. Jace Richardson for the Spartans has 10 points on 3 of 10 shooting as there's 7.5 minutes to go in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Arena. Memphis, number 16 in the country, has made its way back against Wichita State, only trails by 3, 33-30, with 4:31 to go in the first half. In the American Athletic Conference quarterfinal, PJ Haggerty has 12 points to lead the 16th ranked Tigers. And later on today, after the conclusion of Auburn and Ole Miss, it'll be the 4-seed Tennessee Volunteers against the 5-seed Missouri Tigers, the 13-seed Texas Longhorns. Texas upset number 14 Texas A&M in double overtime, 94-89 yesterday, and will face Tennessee as it tries to get off the bubble and into the NCAA tournament. In 3 minutes and 52 seconds of action, we will have Connecticut halftime where we'll do a full check of the Yellowwood scoreboard, look around Auburn Athletics where there are some very important event game time updates in the Auburn area with the severe weather coming through, and then we'll check the first half stats as well. Until then, for the story, here's voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham, and Coach Randall Dickey.
Auburn 22, Ole Miss 18. Janai Broom at the free throw line for the Tigers. When we come out of this timeout break, this game turned in Auburn's favor when the Tigers decided to go inside to Janai and Cheney, and they've done most of this with Dylan Cardwell on the bench with 2 early fouls.
Well, they're going to try to save him as much as they can because you never know what's going to take place in a game, especially in a tournament game. Having 2 fouls early, unless they really get in a bind, I don't think you'll see Dylan the rest of the half. This is one of those free segments right here. You come out of a timeout. What do you do after the next 2 or 3 possessions here? The next possession, most important, right here, score out of a media timeout.
First free throw from Janai rattles home.
That's good to see.
He's 4 of 5 from the line, 8 points in the first half for Janai to go with 5 rebounds. Second free throw, good.
Really good to see.
6 again.
I'm really big on that special teams play. Those games, those possessions right out of a timeout, dead ball situations where coaches are able to instruct the players.
Turtle in for Auburn replacing Broom. Auburn presses, they get the ball inbound to Klapke, who makes his first appearance here today.
Really made Ole Miss worry about getting that ball inbounds. The Tigers were swarming that time.
Eduardo Klapke out of Brazil on the sideline to Murray at the top. Murray lobs it to the low post Dia. Picked up by Cheney in a switch. 9 to shoot. Out to the top for Murray. Look out for the 3. Murray against Cheney. 4 to shoot. Down to 3 to shoot. Drives it into the lane. To the top for Brakefield. Let's was a 3. Drew iron. And Auburn runs down the rebound. Tiger basketball by 6. Pettiford at the right wing for Auburn. Step back 3 in the air. Bang!
Big splash. Big 3. Going to give a big momentum swing. Makes Ole Miss call timeout right now.
Auburn with its first big lead in the ball game, a 9-point advantage for the Tigers. Auburn defense at the other end forced a wild 3 that barely drew iron at the Ole Miss end. Turtle Hudson saved the deflected ball off the rim, and then Tahad Pettiford step back 3 from the right wing and good. And Pettiford with 5 points early on, and the Tigers lead by 9. 29-18. Now, one thing we saw all day yesterday, heck, we saw it and listening driving in on Wednesday. Big leads mean nothing at this tournament.
Well, you have to win to stay, so you better give it all you have in a tournament play. Every possession is so important. That's why Ole Miss called timeout right there. Pettiford comes down, splashes a three. Two big plays after the previous media timeout. Broom hits 2 free throws. Tahad Pettiford, the shutout defensively, and Tahad Pettiford makes the 3-point shot. 5-point swing right there, Andy.
Miles, Tahad, Chris Moore, Cheney, and Jaheim, the Auburn 5. Auburn presses, leading by 9. Padula looking for an inbound. Bounce pass to Dia. Back to Padula, who'll bring the ball up the floor.
Really making Ole Miss work to get that ball in bounds against the press.
Murray at the top. Right wing pass for David Barnes. Outside the arc, 8 feet. Top of the circle, Breakfield against Cheney. Ball knocked away by Cheney. Ball is loose. Cheney retrieves it. Cheney Johnson drives to the hole, goes up for the dunk. It was blocked out of bounds by Dia, but they're going to give the ball to Ole Miss.
I thought
was that ball not blocked? Did Nia not block that ball?
I don't think Cheney Johnson misses many dunks shooting the ball down.
Apparently he was not blocked by Dia. Cheney just missed the dunk. And Ole Miss gets it near midcourt. Auburn by 9, 27-18. 2:42 on the counting clock in the first half. Murray, left wing, fouled by Jaheim Hudson, and then I'll put Murray at the line for a 1 and bonus. Murray 82% from the stripe. Transferred to Ole Miss from St. Peter's. And he'll be at the line for a 1 and bonus. Auburn at the very least wanted a foul on Dia on that dunk attempt by Cheney. Auburn didn't get either.
Well, the only thing, I felt like the official underneath the basket kind of made the decision of what direction the ball was going to go. I'm not sure he had the best advantage, but the perimeter officials held their hands like they didn't know either. So, and it's unreviewable at this stage in the game.
Murray made the first free throw and makes them both.
That little guy's keeping Ole Miss hanging around. He is really good. Juju Murray may be small in stature, but he plays big for the Ole Miss Rebels.
4 points in the first half, trims Auburn's lead to 7, 27-20. Tahad Pettiford, top of the circle for Auburn. Works there on D, a left wing Miles Kelly. To the top for Tahad. Long three by Tahad, didn't get this one. Rebound out of bounds and a foul. It's going to go against Ole Miss. Cheney Johnson was held by David Barnes.
Oh, that bailed us out then because that was a marginal shot by Tahad Pettiford from deep from the top of the key, going out of bounds, and then Cheney draws the foul. Big play.
Cheney will trigger baseline left. That's the 6th foul against the Rebels. Janai Broom into the lineup for Auburn for offense. Jaheim Hudson comes out. Barnes comes out for Ole Miss as well. And Murrell is back in for the Rebels. Cheney will trigger baseline left. In the corner, Chad Baker-Mazzara lobs it to Pettiford against Padula. Shot clock at 15. Auburn leads it 27-20. Pettiford on the wing, goes baseline, drives through the lane and out of bounds. There was nobody there as he passed the ball through the lane and into the Ole Miss bench. Auburn's 4th turnover.
Yeah, he just kind of got his accelerator stuck that time and he couldn't slow down. He got going a little bit too fast.
Yeah. Rebels ball trailing Auburn by 7. We approach the 2-minute mark of the first half. Murray on the wing, drives, gets pinned to the wing for Padula. Padula, low post for Dia, up, missed the layup. Rebound for Broom. Janai leaves it for Miles Kelly across midcourt. Auburn by 7 with the ball, 1:47 in the first half. 27-20 Tigers. Tahad Pettiford works against Murray. 16 to shoot for Auburn. Looks to the bench, gets the call. 12 to shoot for Auburn. High post pass for Broom. Right back to Pettiford with 8 to shoot. Left wing Miles Kelly. Kelly to the baseline, drives to the hole, goes up, missed it. Rebound tap up, missed by Jerome, and the rebound comes to Ole Miss. They get it ahead, they've got a breakaway. Padula drives and scores. Auburn missed 2 point-blank shots at the other end, and the Rebels cut the lead to 5.
They sure did. We had a nice play by Miles Kelly, but Janai Broom could not get it to go down. It just rolled right off the rim.
Rebel fans come to their feet. They've trimmed the lead to 5. 27-22. Pettiford across midcourt, near the right hash mark. Hands the ball to Cheney or to Chad Baker. At the top, it's Cheney. 4 Miles. At the top, Chad Baker. 12 to shoot. Drives it inside. Goes up with the right hand. He put it up. He didn't get it. Rebound Rebels. Ole Miss down 5 with the ball. Murray drives on Kelly. Into the corner and deflected out of bounds by Tahad Pettiford. Gives Ole Miss 23 to shoot. 49 seconds in the first half, and Auburn's lead is 5. 27-22. Here comes Chris Moore and Denver Jones in.
This is a big defensive possession for the Tigers. They're going to get the ball back. So if they could get a shutout right here defensively, then they're going to have the opportunity to score and go up and increase this 5-point lead even more on the next offensive possession. But this right here is the most precedented defensive possession, because at the end of the half, Ole Miss may not even get the ball back another time.
Out of bounds in front of the Auburn bench. Morrell will trigger to Murray. Shot clock at 20 for the Rebels. Murray against Denver Jones. To Brakefield. Picked up by Cheney. Leaves it for Padula. Head fake at 3. Right wing, wide open 3 ball by Murray. He missed it. Rebound Cheney.
Good defensive rebound. Good possession. You got about, there's 4 seconds between game clock and shot clock. The Tigers are going to run it down. Ole Miss is going to go to a zone to try to freeze Auburn a little bit. They may go back man-to-man after the first pass.
16 on the shot clock. Denver Jones out at the left side. Shot clock is down to 9. At the top, Denver, 7 to shoot. Denver drives down the lane. Goes up, he scores!
Boy, he has been really good today, Andy. Denver Jones has carried the Auburn Tigers.
Just across midcourt, Morrell from 3. It's no good. And the first half comes to a close.
Beautifully done. What an outstanding half by Denver Jones. But the Auburn Tigers clawed their way back in it and built this lead up a little bit more.
Denver Jones with 10 points for Auburn in the first half. Janai Broom with 9. We're at the break. Quarterfinal action to the SEC tournament. Auburn leads Ole Miss 29-22. Time now for Conecuh halftime. And here is Jacob Hillman.
Thank you very much, Andy. And that was the fewest first half points scored by the Rebels this season. The previous low was 25 against Grambling State back in non-conference play. Jacob Hillman here with Conecuh halftime. Conecuh sausage is the official hot dog and sausage of the Auburn Tigers. We checked the Yellowwood scoreboard to start things off as number 7 Michigan State continues to lead number 23 Oregon 66-57. There's 3:45 to go in that ball game at Gainbridge Arena in Indianapolis, as Nate Biddle has 22 points and 10 rebounds for the Ducks, but it's probably not going to be enough unless the Ducks can make a big run. Coming up here, Jace Richardson continues to lead the way for the Spartans with 15 points on 3 of 7 shooting from 3. As number 16 Memphis has cut it to 1 against Wichita State in the American Athletic Conference quarterfinal in Fort Worth, as the Tigers trail 39-38 to the Shockers. PJ Haggerty already has 20 points with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Bijan Cortez has 11 points for the Shockers, as Memphis has won 13 of its last 14, but that last loss was to Wichita State. In SEC action later on today, the game following ours between Auburn and Ole Miss, it will be the 4-seed Tennessee Volunteers against the 13th-seeded Texas Longhorns. Texas got to this point by defeating Vanderbilt 79-72, but then more importantly, number 14 Texas A&M 94-89 in double overtime yesterday. The Longhorns are the second team out according to BracketMatrix.com in 26 out of 107 brackets, but obviously a couple wins could change that for the selection committee. In that game against Texas A&M, Caden Shedrick had 14 points, but more importantly, had a wide-open game-tying dunk with 4.6 seconds to go in the first overtime. And then in the second overtime, Texas A&M missed 7 of its last 8 shots as the Longhorns went on to win behind Trey Johnson's 20 points, 4 assists, and 3 steal performance as they will face Tennessee 30 minutes after the conclusion of Auburn and Ole Miss. Later on today, it'll be number 2 seeded Florida against the 7th seeded Missouri Tigers. Missouri got to this point by defeating Mississippi State 85-73 behind Tamar Bates' 25-point, 4-rebound performance, as well as Tony Perkins' season-high 20 points, 7 rebound, 4 assists, and 2 steal performance. That game will take place at 6 Central tonight. And then it'll be the 3 seed Alabama Crimson Tide as well as the 6 seed Kentucky Wildcats in the nightcap. That game will start approximately 25 minutes after the conclusion of Florida and Missouri. Kentucky won a wild one over Oklahoma, 85-84, in a game where Oklahoma made a 7-0 run in the last 30 seconds to take a lead, but then Kentucky, Otega's Owe, hit the game-winning layup with half a second to go. That's against his former team, as the Wildcats will face the Crimson Tide tonight after Missouri and Florida. Oklahoma's looking good on the NCAA tournament front as an 11 seed according to BracketMatrix.com and a 10.44 seed average. Also in top 25 action, it's number 1 Duke against North Carolina in the ACC semifinal, as Cooper Flagg is doubtful after suffering an ankle injury yesterday in the Blue Devils' win in the quarterfinal of the ACC tournament. North Carolina is right there on the bubble, a 12 seed according to BracketMatrix.com, but obviously a win over the top-ranked team in the country would probably solidify themselves into the tournament. That game will take place at 6 Central. Number 2 Houston will take on number 17 BYU in the Big 12 semifinal in Kansas City at 6 Central. Number 6 St. John's and number 25 Marquette will do battle at Madison Square Garden in the Big East semifinal at 5:30 Central. The Johnnies took down the Golden Eagles 86-84 in overtime in the season finale just a week ago. Number 9 Texas Tech takes on Arizona in the Big 12 semifinal at 8:30 Central. That follows the Houston and BYU matchup. Those teams were 1-1 in the regular season against each other. Texas Tech won 70-54 in Lubbock. Arizona won 82-73 in Tucson. Number 11 Maryland will take on number 24 Illinois in the Big 10 quarterfinal in Indianapolis at 5:30 Central. Maryland won the lone matchup in the regular season at Illinois 91-70 behind Julian Reese's 27-point, 17-rebound double-double. Louisville will take on number 10 Clemson at 8:30 Central following the Duke and North Carolina game. That game will tip off approximately 8:30 Central. It's the biggest turnaround in program history for Louisville from 8 to 26 wins. And Clemson has a school record 18 ACC wins this season, as well as a school record for regular season wins with 26. Number 18, Wisconsin takes on UCLA in another Big Ten quarterfinal. That game is going to tip off here in about 30 minutes. And number 22, Michigan takes on number 20, Purdue as the nightcap at the Big Ten tournament at 8 Central. They were 1-1 against each other as well. Purdue won 91-64 in Mackey Arena. Braden Smith scored 24 points, had 10 assists and 7 rebounds in that win. And Michigan's win in Ann Arbor was 75-73 behind Danny Wohl's 15-point, 9-rebound, and 2-assist performance. Before we continue with Conecuh halftime, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. The top seed in the SEC tournament, Auburn leads number 8 seed Ole Miss, 29-22. We bring you a look around Auburn athletics. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
It's that time of year again, Auburn basketball. And as this year's team makes history, you can catch every second of the historic run at Baumhauer's Victory Grill. With 77 TVs, you won't miss a second of Auburn basketball while enjoying our famous wings, cold beer, and of course, gooey fries. And don't forget Tiger Talk on Thursdays throughout the season, live with Coach Bruce Pearl in-house discussing all things Auburn basketball. Located on 2353 Bent Creek Road off of Exit 57 on I-85. War Eagle.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham.
Men's basketball assistant Ira Bowman.
I play for Fran Dunphy, one of the most legendary college coaches. I mean, I shouldn't even say coaches, people in college basketball. One of the most legendary people in college basketball. He is a true gentleman. He is what college athletics should be all about. He was one of the first guys to call me when the induction happened. It was fitting because he is now the head coach at LaSalle, and LaSalle was playing St. Joe's when they had the inductees come out on half court. So we walked out at the Wells Fargo Center, and Coach Dunphy's team is competing there at the half. So it was a full circle moment for me.
A new episode of the Talking Tigers podcast is released every Monday, wherever you listen to podcasts. Like and subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast, only from the Auburn Sports Network.
Conecuh sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh sausage since 1947, a real winner.
Welcome back to Conecuh Halftime. Auburn leads Ole Miss 29-22 at the break in the quarterfinal of the SEC tournament. Jacob Hillman here with you inside Bridgestone Arena as we take a look around Auburn Athletics. And this look around Auburn Athletics is brought to you by Auburn Bank, champions of you. Number 23, Auburn Baseball took down UT Martin in the midweek in Madison and is set for its SEC opening weekend against number 13 Vanderbilt. They'll be in action tonight at Plainsman Park at 6 o'clock Central. Brad Law and Jason Caldwell on the call beginning at 5:45. Tune in on your local affiliate, the Auburn Tigers app, or in the booth on the Auburn Tigers YouTube channel. You can also go online to aubtix.com and get your tickets for tonight's matchup and make your way to Plainsman Park. Number 20, Auburn Softball will have its SEC home opening weekend against number 5 Texas A&M. The Tigers and Aggies will do battle all weekend long with the series opener tonight at 5 Central. Britt Bowen has the call all weekend long on Weagle 91.1 FM in the Auburn area and the Auburn Tigers app everywhere else. Also go to aubtix.com for tickets to that series. Men's tennis began its weekend 2-0 with a thrilling 4-3 victory over number 18 Oklahoma and 4-1 win over Belmont. The Tigers return to the courts tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central against Ole Miss at the Yarborough Tennis Center, and that match is free to attend. That match was moved up in the day from 1 o'clock Central to 11 a.m. due to the severe weather coming into the area tomorrow in Auburn. That includes baseball and softball game times. Those were moved up to 11 a.m. Central as well to avoid any impacts from the severe weather. So stay weather aware tomorrow in the state of Alabama. Number 14 Gymnastics improved its national qualifying score at number 7 Missouri to 197.04 and will host its home finale against number 2 LSU tonight at Neville Arena at 7 Central. Tigers are looking to secure their spot in the SEC Championship in Birmingham next week with everything coming down to tonight's score. You can secure your tickets for tonight's meet at aubtix.com. Track and field heads to Virginia Beach to close out the indoor season at NCAA Indoor Championships, where 9 Tigers will represent Auburn, the most since 10 competed in the national championship in 2007. Action gets underway for Auburn here in just a few minutes at 1:15 Central. Number 11 women's tennis heads to Alabama later today at 3 Central, looking to build off its 4th top 10 win of the season when it took down number 9 Texas on Sunday. The Tigers will stay on the road for a Sunday trip to Starkville as they face Mississippi State on Sunday at noon. Number 1 men's basketball is back in action. We don't know. It could be tomorrow at noon Central in the SEC tournament at Bridgestone Arena with a win over Ole Miss, or it could be in the NCAA tournament in the round of 64. Follow at AU Sports Network for broadcast details when available. Always be sure to check out auburntigers.com and the Auburn Tigers app for full schedules and more information. That look around Auburn Athletics was brought to you by Auburn Bank, champions of you. Again, your score at the half, Auburn 29, Ole Miss 22. We take a look at the first half stats when Conecuh Halftime continues in a moment.
Nobody beats Cook's Pest Control when it comes to the superior protection against unwanted pests and termites. Cook's knowledgeable and courteous technicians are expertly trained to get the job done right, guaranteed. Protect your home and business with pest control you can trust. Call Cook's today for your free quote or to schedule a free on-site inspection. Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
You sit in traffic now, but later, there's an ice cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, all your patience is paid out in gold. You remain calm through honks, bumper to bumper, and people yelling. Come on, move! You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for the Plains. The Auburn University Regions Visa Debit Card and prepaid Regions Now card. They're a win for your wallet and a big war eagle, whether you're purchasing stuff for game day or every day. Want to go all in on confidently showing your Tiger pride? Order your card now at regions.com/GoTigers. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
Get deals on a new Toyota that feel like... Visit your local Toyota dealer for the Ready, Set, Go event. Get $1,750 in bonus lease cash on a new 2024 Toyota Tacoma SR5. Offer valid through March 31st, 2025. Offer entitled $1,750 bonus lease cash on the lease of a new and untitled 2024 Toyota Tacoma SR5 gas vehicle. Bonus cash may be used only toward down payment or capitalized cost reduction on the new vehicle. See dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
At the top, Denver, 7 to shoot. Denver drives down the lane, goes up, he scores!
Boy, he has been really good today, Andy. Denver Jones has carried the Auburn Tigers.
Denver Jones, the leading scorer for the Auburn Tigers with 10 points in the first half. The halftime numbers are brought to you by the Alabama Department of Public Health. Don't wait, vaccinate. Protect yourself and others by staying current on all recommended vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM. Janai Broom, second on the team with 9 points. He leads the way in rebounding with 7. Todd Pettiford had a career-high 4 in the first half. Second chance points. Auburn had 4 to Ole Miss's 8. And shooting numbers. Ole Miss shot 26.9% from the field, 20% from 3. Auburn shot 35.7% from the field and 25% from 3. Those are your halftime stats, and once again, your score at halftime. Auburn 29, Ole Miss 22. We have second half action from Bridgestone Arena with voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham, and Coach Randall Dickey after this.
You've been listening to Conecuh Halftime. Conecuh is the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Get one on your next visit to Neville Arena or make Conecuh part of your game day wherever you are. The second half is 2 minutes away. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Big eating in Auburn and Opelika means Big Mike's Steakhouse. Famous for high-quality steaks cooked to perfection on an open-fire grill served in a relaxed, rustic atmosphere. It's happy hour at Big Mike's every Wednesday and Thursday from 4 to 6 and half off select appetizers, draft beer, and well drinks. And don't forget, a Big Mike's gift card will always be the perfect gift for a big city steak in your hometown. It's Big Mike's Steakhouse in Auburn at Shigjordan Parkway and Wire Road.
Southeastern Industrial Contractors offers the path to a productive and successful career for hard workers of all ages, especially young people looking to jump straight into the workforce. Southeastern Industrial Contractors is now hiring for great-paying skilled trade positions. Managing partner Derek Harville is a proud Auburn University graduate with deep roots in the community. Give him a call at 334-209-6355 to learn more. Southeastern Industrial Contractors, 334-209-6355.
For 70 years, Max Credit Union has been more than just a financial institution. We've been a part of your community, your milestones, your dreams. At Max, you're not just a customer. You're a member, a neighbor, a friend. So as we celebrate 70 years of trust, service, and financial growth, we want to say thank you. Thank you for choosing Max, and thank you for letting us be a part of your journey. Max Credit Union, 70 years strong and just getting started. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hip pain is not to be taken lightly. It could be a sign of hip impingement. If pain, stiffness, or limping persists, see a hip specialist at the Orthopedic Clinic. Treatment includes non-surgical options, but if surgery is needed, minimally invasive arthroscopic hip surgery is only available locally at the Orthopedic Clinic. Don't wait. Schedule an examination today. Call for an appointment, 334-749-8303, or visit theorthoclinic.com.
Second half action, quarterfinals of the SEC basketball tournament. Your Auburn Tigers with a 29-22 lead going into the second half, and Auburn has the arrow in the second half, and it will be Auburn's starters minus Chris Moore because Chad Bacon-Mazara starts it. So it's Jones, Kelly, Chad Bacon-Mazara, Broom, and Cardwell, the Auburn 5. Tigers lead it by 7, led by as many as 9 in the first half of play. Behind 10 points from Denver Jones and a career-high tying 4 rebounds from Todd Pettiford. Second straight game that he's pulled down 4 rebounds. He did it in the first half here.
Well, your two best players carried you. Broom on 9 and 7, 9.7 rebounds in 17 minutes, and Jones 10 points, 4 or 5 shooting in 14 minutes.
Chad Bacon-Mazara, low post, Broom up and in!
Going right off the bat, great execution, the first play of the game in the second half.
And Auburn's lead is 9 again, 19-41 in the second half. Murray on the right wing for the Rebels, gets a screen from Dia, drives to the free throw line, head fake again, goes up and scores. Jalen Murray with the bucket. Auburn's lead down to 7. 31-24 Tigers. Jones, Miles to the top for Janai. Top of the circle, it goes for Cardwell. Now Denver Jones straight away, 16 to shoot. Denver out on the right wing for Chad Baker-Mazara. To Denver at the top. Left wing, Miles, low post Broom, double team, tried to get it underneath, and a steal for the Rebels.
Made a press to throw the ball to the block. Janai, they closed the gap pretty quick and picked off a pass when he's interior passing.
Padula on the wing. They get the ball back to Padula near the baseline. 3 fouls against Cardwell. He shoots a fadeaway, and he scores, does Padula.
He's kind of an emotional player, and what I mean by that, once he makes 1 or 2, he can reel off a lot of points.
31-25 Auburn. Make that 31-26 Auburn. 18-36 in the second half. Denver Jones, high post pass, Cardwell. Left wing Miles, low post Broom, and he's fouled. I think Dia was called for pulling down the arm. It's the second foul for the junior out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
3 possessions for the Tigers, 3 touches by Janai Broom. Good things take place when our offense goes through him.
Brakefield replaces Dio, just picked up his second foul. Inbound, Chad Baker-Mazara, top of the circle. Low post for Dillon. Ball knocked away from Dillon. And here's Ole Miss the other way. Murray down the lane, shot is up. And they're going to give him a basket. There will be a foul in the play. Brakefield, or was it Davis? It was Davis that gets the bucket. And Ole Miss with a chance for a 3-point play. 2 straight times down the floor, Auburn's turned it over on the low post. Davis fouled, I guess, by Chad Baker-Mazara. His second. This could cut the lead to 2. He missed the free throw. Rebound for Broom. Ole Miss on a 6-0 run. Time for Auburn to counter.
Yeah. Ole Miss has come out fighting as well.
Denver, skip pass. Chad Baker on the wing. To the free throw line, turns the corner, and he's fouled by Murrell. First foul on Murrell, second foul against Ole Miss. I won't be surprised if they don't call this second half closer than the first. Out of bounds, baseline right for Auburn. Nope, excuse me, on the sideline for Auburn.
It's going to be a sideline out of bounds play. Auburn's always been really good on these special team plays of taking the ball out of bounds underneath the basket, or this time on the sideline.
Auburn leads by 3, Auburn basketball. Inbound to Cardwell. Off the left side for Janai Broom outside the arc. Miles Kelly straight away. 14 to shoot. Got a step. Drives to the hole. Hangs, shoots. He got it.
Beautiful lay-in. What a move by Miles Kelly. That was as quick as a hiccup there. He went from about 2 steps behind the top of the key, behind the arc, 1 bounce, lifted in the air, floated to the basket, and finished in traffic.
Auburn leads it by 5. 33-28. Full court pressure by the Tigers. Padula. The inbound, and now Padula will bring it up the floor. 33-28 Tigers. Padula. Left side now for Brakefield. Off the right wing it goes. Davis, fadeaway, shoots. He didn't get it. Rebound Miles Kelly. Lyle brings it up the floor for the Tigers. Auburn leads it by 5. Kelly in the center circle for Denver Jones, 21 to shoot. Loosely guarded by Padula. Left side on the wing, it's Chad Baker-Mazara. Now Miles Kelly pops out. Logo 3, Miles, good!
Oh, he's feeling it now. That was outstanding. He's back-to-back baskets, 1 layup, which was in through traffic, and then a big-time 3-point shot.
Auburn by 8, 36-28. Tigers with the lead. Padula, center circle, works on Broom. Free throw line, backs up, head fake at 3. Left wing for Davis. Top of the circle, Murray. Picked up by Chad Baker-Mazara, 11 to shoot. Murray puts it on the floor. Top of the circle, off the left wing, 6 to shoot. Murray against CBM, drives into the lane. Goes up and he scores.
He kind of just sized him up. Juju Murray's a really good player. He can really drive it. He waited for Mazara to make a mistake. When he did, he just blew right by him.
36-30, Auburn on top. Broom in the center circle, right wing, Chad Baker got his screen. Lobs it, Broom on the alley-oop, double hand dunk.
Oh, it come down, run a special play for Broom. What a pass by Mazzara right at the rim, and denied. Broom flushed it.
8-point Auburn lead, Ole Miss ball 16-17. In the second half, quarterfinal action of the SEC tournament. Padula against Broom to the corner. Davis head fake at 3, drives into the lane. Oh, he walked. He sure did. He walked. Auburn will get the ball back.
You were
That
quick
is the
on that.
eighth turnover against Ole Miss.
You saw that a lot quicker than the referee did. That was good officiating there, Andy.
Murray and Davis are out. Morrell is back in for the Rebels. So is Dia for the Rebels. A chance for Auburn to take the lead to double figures. 16:07 in the second half. Auburn has led by as many as 9. Denver Jones picks up the dribble. 2, Chad Baker Mazzara, right wing against Padula. At the top, it's Cardwell. Back to the wing, Chad Baker. Padula just didn't give him any room to work, and Padula just picked up his second foul.
He's a bit frustrated.
And a timeout on the floor. 15:52 to go in the second half. Auburn ball when we come back. Tigers lead Ole Miss 38-30. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling basketball ticket, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of the Tigers. Expect the expected. SeatGeek. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
It's that time of year again, Auburn basketball. And as this year's team makes history, you can catch every second of the historic run at Baumhauer's Victory Grill. With 77 TVs, you won't miss a second of Auburn basketball while enjoying our famous wings, cold beer, and of course, gooey fries. And don't forget Tiger Talk on Thursdays throughout the season, live with Coach Bruce Pearl in-house discussing all things Auburn basketball. Located on 2353 Bent Creek Road off of exit 57 on I-85. War Eagle.
At Boot Barn, we believe the cowboy boot is the foundation for a life well lived. We work, we raise, we break bread, and tomorrow it starts again. This life requires a boot that supports perseverance. Ariat boots undergo 150 steps to ensure performance. Boot Barn carries over 250,000 Ariat boots nationwide, because out west, tenacity is second to none. Ariat at Boot Barn.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you get coverage options based on how much you want to pay for car insurance. And then you decide how to spend the rest of your money, because you're in charge. Today, you're going to pay down your credit card bill. But you decide when you'll pay it. Before the due date, so those interest charges don't get you. But you decide if you pay it in full. But you definitely should, because again, interest charges. With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, we'll help you find coverage at a fair price. And then you're in charge. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Chick-fil-A is proud to present this broadcast of Auburn basketball. Eat more chicken and War Eagle with Chick-fil-A.
Welcome back to Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. Auburn 38, Ole Miss 30. 15:52 to go in the second half. Along with Randall Dickey, Jacob Hillman. Glad to be with you today in the Music City. The winner of this game gets either Tennessee or Texas in the semifinals tomorrow at noon at Central. Our broadcast would begin at 11:30 tomorrow here. Auburn and either Tennessee or Texas, but Tigers have to finish this one out and lead it 38-30 with 15:52 to go in the second half. 20-second shot clock for Auburn coming out following the foul by Padula, which led to the timeout. And an opportunity for Auburn to take the lead into double figures for the first time here today.
Well, the Tigers' defense has just really been outstanding. The start of this second half, offensively, couldn't ask for better. 4 for 4 right off the bat, but defensively, the intensity is really, really good. Holding Ole Miss at 35% shooting right now and stretching the Auburn percentage at 48. So I think
Auburn's 4 of 4 in the second half. Ole Miss 4 of 5 in the second half from the field. So they basically traded some points. Ole Miss had the lead down to 3, but Auburn's gone on a bit of a run, and now the Tigers lead by 8 and have the basketball out of bounds right in front of us.
Yeah, on the sideline out of bounds. Here's one of those special team opportunities. Sideline out of bounds, call set play from the sideline after this media. We're going to drag this guy, drag Mazzara across the top of the key. Somehow it's going to end up with a three-point shot or right at the basket.
Chad Baker looking for an inbound, throws the ball to Cardwell, hands the ball to Chad Baker-Mazar at midcourt. 15 to shoot for Auburn. CBM works there against David Barnes. Now they switch off Dia. They've got Barnes underneath on Broom. They throw low post. Dillon spins, loses it, throws one up off the back of the backboard and out of bounds.
Well, that doesn't. I don't think that was what the coaches had it planned. They kind of. Got to give Ole Miss credit. They shut us down that time. They played really good defense.
Murrell across midcourt. Auburn leads by 8, 15-24 in the second half. Right side, it goes for Padula outside the arc. At the top, Dia. Dia guarded by Broom outside the arc. Picks up the dribble. Now to the top of the circle, Brakefield. 10 to shoot. Brakefield against Miles. Left wing Padilla against Denver. Now Miles in a switch. Padilla, three ball blocked by Miles. It comes to Dia. He shoots the three and got it to fall. Boy, that's a bad break for Auburn.
Well, they were fortunate that time that they got that right at the end of the clock.
Yep.
The Tigers are playing really good defense, forcing the Rebels to go to the end of the clock.
Denver Jones right wing goes baseline, pulls it back out. Chad Baker-Mazar, 15 to shoot. Auburn's lead is 5. CBM, right wing three ball. Good!
Big splash by CBM right there. That was a big lift for the Tigers in that possession with 14 minutes to go.
Back up by 8 with 14 and a half minutes to go in this one. Padula between the circles for the Rebels, 41-33 Tigers. Padula off the right side, wide open. Nope, Brakefield didn't take the three. 14 to shoot, goes baseline, puts up a fadeaway. He scores over Cardwell.
He is a tweener. What I mean by that, he can play out on the floor and around the basket. Brakefield is a really good player. He's left-handed and a nice shot.
41-35, Tigers on top. In the left corner, Broom against Padula. Out to the top for Miles Kelly in the logo. 13 to shoot, Miles. Three ball, short. Rebound, Broom underneath. Janai to the corner. Denver for three, no. And the rebound pulled in by Brakefield, and he's fouled. I think they'll get Chad Baker-Mazara.
Tigers had a couple opportunities right there, just a little miss. This wasn't productive on that possession, but they were certainly trying their best. They got a couple opportunities at it. Continue to keep their defense really tough. You're going to segment this game starting right now. You're going to get a minute 45 to the next media timeout. You need to win those two possessions right here, starting on the defensive end.
Chris Moore and Cheney Johnson to Hod Pettiford join Miles Kelly and Janai Broom on the floor for Auburn. Broom now 13 points, 9 rebounds. 1 rebound away from tying Auburn's single-season record for double-doubles set by Mike Mitchell in the mid-70s. Most importantly, Auburn's lead is 6, Ole Miss ball. Murray, Brakefield back to Murray. Head fake at 3 with Broom on it. 10 to shoot. Shoots a 3, didn't get it. Rebound fought for. It comes to Cheney Johnson for Auburn. Leaves it court to Hod Pettiford across midcourt. Auburn's lead is 6 with the ball. Low post, Broom against Dia. Right side of the lane. Puts it on the floor. Double team right to the hole. He scores.
That's what the player of the year in the SEC does right there. When he gets it on the block, he's very patient, feels you with his body which side you're on, and he goes to the opposite side and lays it in.
43-35, Auburn on top, 12:56. Second half action. Brakefield outside the arc against Cheney Johnson. Low post pass, good pass. Shot is up, it's good for Dre Davis.
Yeah, they stuck in there behind Tahad that time.
Back to a 6-point Auburn lead. 12-40 and counting in this one. The winner plays tomorrow in the semifinals at noon against Tennessee or Texas. That's the next ball game here at Bridgestone. Cheney Johnson, right wing Moore. Low post, Broom against Dia. They'll double him down now. Somebody's got to be open. Fade away, Janai, no. Rebound, Cheney, back up, he missed it. And the rebound to Murray. Auburn's lead is 6, Ole Miss ball. Murray in the key down the left side of the lane. Ball knocked out of his hand. It comes to Cheney. He's tied up, and the arrow goes to Ole Miss.
Great effort, great hustle play by Cheney Johnson, falling on that ball when it's loose in the tournament play, really all season long, but in tournament play, falling on that ball, tying it up, giving your team a chance at least to set their defense this time.
So Cheney's a little frustrated. He missed that bunny shot, but he stayed with it defensively, didn't he?
He sure did. He did miss a little bunny, but we'll give him let that cover that up by that great hustle play, diving on the floor.
In the backcourt, Padula. Across midcourt with 17 to shoot. Auburn's lead is 6. Padula at the left wing. Shoots a 3 over Broom. No. Rebound, Chris Moore for Auburn. Outlet up the sideline to Todd Pettiford. At the top, Miles. Blows past Padula. Pull-up jumper off the glass. Good!
Miles Kelly in transition, and a pass from Todd Pettiford led to an easy kiss off the glass.
45-37 Tigers. Padula to the top for Brakefield. Outside the arc for the Rebels. 18 to shoot for Ole Miss. Right sideline for Gia. Down to the baseline. Davis to the wing for Padula. Down to the baseline in the corner. 8 to shoot. Padula inside the arc. Into the lane. A fadeaway from Padula. Short. Rebound. Pull out of there. There's Broom's 10th rebound. He's a double-double king for Auburn in the season. Auburn by 8 with the basketball. And a steal by Padula. He'll drive on Broom. Head fake. Goes up and he scores. Back to a 6-point game. Auburn 45, Ole Miss 39. 10:57 in the second half of play. Tahad Pettiford works against Padula, hits Broom, top of the circle. Right back to Tahad. Left wing Miles. Drives, leaves for Broom. Bump, shoots, no, but he was fouled.
Good pass in there by Miles Kelly. Get a little two-man play going between those two guys.
And Janai will go to the line to shoot 2 when we come back. 10:46 to go in the second half. The score, Auburn 45, Ole Miss 39. Auburn basketball is brought to you by Auburn Opelika Tourism. Start your next visit to the Plains at aotourism.com. Stay tuned. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Check out the new look at auburntigers.com. Read the latest feature stories. Get critical game day information and graphics. Search videos and audio. Find out how to get connected by digital and social media or by joining Tigers Unlimited. Shop the AU Photo Store or buy your tickets to the next event on the athletics calendar. auburntigers.com, the official website of Auburn Athletics.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like roasting marshmallows on a cool fall night. That's it. Turn it nice and slow. Get it toasted all... Oh, no, it's on fire. Oh, you want it on fire. Okay, that's a choice, I guess. Crunchy. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for the Plains. The Auburn University Regions Visa Debit Card and prepaid Regions Now card. They're a win for your wallet and a big war eagle, whether you're purchasing stuff for game day or every day. Want to go all in on confidently showing your Tiger pride? Order your card now at regions.com/GoTigers. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
Top seeded Auburn leads number 8 seed Ole Miss 45-39 with 10:46 to go in the ball game here at Bridgestone Arena quarterfinal of the SEC tournament. The winner of this game will face the winner of the 4th seed Tennessee and number 13 seed Tennessee and Texas game tomorrow in the semifinal at Bridgestone Arena. Checking the Yellowwood scoreboard, number 16 Memphis has taken a 50-45 lead over Wichita State with 14:07 to go in that ball game. 25.6 rebounds and 3 steals is the line for PJ Haggerty with that much time to go in the ball game. He's having a great game so far. And then getting underway in just a few minutes, number 18 Wisconsin and UCLA will tip off at 1:42 Central at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis in a Big Ten quarterfinal. Also to note, Auburn baseball, Auburn softball, Auburn men's tennis all moved up to 11 a.m. Central for tomorrow due to that severe weather. First up, Auburn baseball, Auburn softball will play tonight in their series openers. Baseball playing at 6 Central against number 13 Vanderbilt, and softball against number 5 Texas A&M at 5 Central. So let's check the Yellowwood scoreboard and some Auburn athletics updates. Now back to Andy Burcham and Randall Dickey.
All right, Jacob, thank you very much. The rebound just before the timeout by Janai Broom completes his 18th double-double this season. It ties the Auburn single-season record set in the 1974-75 season by Mike Mitchell. So Johni Broom's 18th double-double this season, the 78th of his career, and the 40th at Auburn. And he goes to the free throw line for the Tigers right now with 10:46 to go in the second half. And Auburn leading by 6, 45-39.
What a milestone this young man has made, etching himself in the annals of the history of Auburn basketball, but he's been so productive today.
And so much more to go.
15 and 10. I'd take 25 and 15 today if he'd go ahead and do that.
First free throw is good for Johni Broom.
His activity, he's just been really good on both ends of the court, not only just scoring and rebounding. His defense has been good. He's been talking to the players. He's a great leader on the floor.
Second free throw from Johni. In and out. Rebound Rebels. Davis, the out pass to Padula. Auburn's lead is 7, 46-39. Rebels ball. Padula picked up by Denver Jones, just inside the center circle. Left wing Murray picked up by Tahad Pettiford. Murray through the lane. Baseball pass. Low post. Davis goes up and missed it, but he was fouled. I think they got Chaney Johnson for that foul.
Yeah, I think so. I really struggle with that play with the ability to be straight up vertical, and then the offense initiates the contact and the defense gets penalized for it. But sometimes that's just the way it is and Chaney giving that up a little bit.
Davis, 0 of 1 from the free throw line. He has 6 points. Make it 7, that one rattles in. Cuts the lead to 6. Senior out of Indianapolis, went to Lawrence Central High School. Played both at Seton Hall and Louisville before transferring to Oxford.
One shot, fellas. One shot.
He was really productive the first 2 possessions of the game, and now he's come back in the second half after the free throw line.
Missed the second free throw. He has 10 points in the game. Auburn ball on the rebound by Chaney Johnson to Tahad Pettiford. Auburn's lead is 6. Pettiford, a screen from Cardwell. Down the right side of the lane, head fake, goes in, ball stripped out, whistle foul. Cardwell dove on the ball and was fouled in the process. Nicely done by Dillon. The foul goes against David Barnes. It's his second. And that is Ole Miss's 4th of the half. Auburn with 20 to shoot. Tigers lead by 6, 46-40.
Gives the Tigers a baseline out of bounds. Another special team opportunity right here.
In the corner, Miles to Pettiford. Pettiford on the sideline, picks up the dribble, out to the top for Denver. 10 to shoot for Auburn. 10 minutes to go, Auburn by 6 and with the ball. Pettiford drives down the right side of the lane. Lobs it high off the glass, he didn't get it. Rebound, Ole Miss. And a shot clock violation against Auburn. Never drew the iron.
Sure did. It was a little bit of a marginal shot.
Well, the foul that should have been called was when Pettiford went for the pass at midcourt. He was being held. Rebels have it, trailing by 6. Padula, Murray, Davis, Dia, and Morrell. Starting 5 for Ole Miss. Jones, Pettiford, Cardwell, Johnson, and Moore for Auburn. Murray across midcourt. Denver Jones out to get him to Padula, right side. Drives to the baseline, to the basket. He scores. 4-point Auburn lead.
Padula just kind of went through. He was a little bit more determined to get to the basket than Tahad was to keep him away from there.
Pettiford at the top. Head fake at 3. And Auburn turns it over again. Murray at midcourt, fouled by Pettiford. Murray goes down hard, he stays down. And the Rebels down by 4 have the ball here with 9:23 to go in the second half. Moore will come in. Moore goes out along with Pettiford. Chad Bacon-Mazar and Miles Kelly are in for the Tigers.
They're going to try to bring they got 4 starters out there with Chaney Johnson. They're going to try to get through whole Broom out to this 8-minute media, which is a long time, 1 minute and 23 seconds.
In the backcourt, Padula runs it down at the Auburn free throw line. 25 to shoot. Rebels down 4 with the ball. Padula against Cardwell. To top, Morrell pops out. Right wing, Davis goes baseline. Cut off by Chaney Johnson. Maintains the dribble, 13 to shoot. Spins baseline, head fake. Goes up and he scores.
That was a tough play that was going at it. He and Chaney Johnson was going, he and Davis were going head up against each other. Davis got the nudge that time.
Auburn needs a bucket, friends. It's a 2-point ball game. Denver in the center circle. Left sideline, Chad Baker. Low post, Chaney Johnson. Works on Morrell. Now out to the baseline, out to the top, Kelly. Oh, they had Cardwell wide open underneath. Miles shoots a 3 ball and missed it. And the rebound to Dia, taken away by Cardwell. And they get Cardwell for a foul. He just took the ball away. Holy cow.
Wow. Well.
He just took it out of Dia's hands. He just took it away. And the official, completely screened from the play, is the one that made the call.
Really had
That's a bad call.
Had a bad angle on that.
Sure was. It sure was.
The Tigers got to regroup right here. It's a big possession defensively. They need to get a shutout right here, right before this 8-minute media.
8:23 in the second half. Auburn's lead is down to 2. Rebels have hit their last 3 field goals. Murray works against Miles Kelly, who stays with him. Drives to the baseline, to the basket. He missed the bunny. Rebound Broom. Auburn's lead is 2. Auburn the other way. Miles Kelly, left wing. Miles, low post for Chaney against Padula. Spins, goes up, and missed it. Rebound Murray for Ole Miss. Auburn wanted a foul there and didn't get it.
Tigers having a hard time getting that ball in the basket. They've kind of hit a cold streak right here. They've got to maintain their defense.
Auburn's gone 3 minutes without scoring. Murray to the baseline. Underneath the basket. Into the corner for Davis. 2-point Auburn lead. Davis against Chaney. Spins, hooked him. Ball loose, it comes to Chad Baker. Ahead, Miles Kelly, and he's fouled. And it will take us to a timeout break.
Keeping that defense up, Randy.
7:29 in the second half. 2-point Auburn lead. Auburn 46, Ole Miss 44. The experts at Sensa Green with Carrier create a cool indoor retreat for heating, cooling, and insulation, offering total comfort care for your Tiger family in East Alabama and Huntsville. Visit sensagreen.com. Carrier, turn to the experts. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Recognized by Newsweek as one of America's best maternity care hospitals, East Alabama Health provides comprehensive treatment for mothers and babies throughout Auburn, Opelika, and the East Alabama region. And starting with the 2024 football season, we're pleased to partner with Auburn Athletics to provide a special Aubie blanket to each baby born at our hospital through a program we call Tiger Tots. For all your maternity care needs, trust the experts at East Alabama Health.
Cook's Pest Control presents Protect the Perimeter. Call Cook's Pest Control to guard your home and business from pests and termites.
Auburn 4 of 19 from 3 today, 1 of 4 in the second half. Ole Miss 5 of 17 from the game, and 2 of 5 from 3 in the second half of play. Matter of fact, I think 8 of Auburn's first 9 shots in this game were from the three-point strike. Auburn has since started to balance out the offense. The Tigers lead by 2, 46-44. Going to the timeout break, Jalen Murray was called for a foul for the Ole Miss Rebels. So with 7:29 to go in the second half in this quarterfinal action of the SEC tournament at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. Auburn leads 46-44. Auburn ball coming out of the timeout break. 5 fouls called against Ole Miss in the second half. 6 against Ole Miss, 5 against Auburn.
Well, you got a chance for I'm not sure if it'll be a sideline out of bounds play.
I think it will, because I think the foul took place at the free throw line, Randall.
Yes, that's another special teams play. We need to do a better job on my stats, and I'm not necessarily, this is not concrete, but we are kind of really struggling on the special teams where Auburn has been sensational all year long, executing on baseline out of bounds plays and sideline out of bounds plays. We have not done that today. From this 7:29 on to the end of the game, we need to be really good at the little things that we can control, like these out of bounds plays and set plays after a timeout.
Auburn has not scored in the last 3 minutes and 17 seconds. 13 of Ole Miss's 22 points in this half have come off turnovers for Auburn. They did not have a point off a turnover in the first half.
We're hanging on to a 2-point lead right now. We need to really go to work. We need to probably go back through, either get a quick 3-point shot from Denver or Miles, or get the ball to Broom underneath the basket.
Inbound to Janai. Near midcourt, a pass to Denver. Back to Janai, left side of the circle. Chaney, right wing for Denver. Denver out to the top for Chad Baker, 14 to shoot. Right wing Denver, low post for Janai. Reach in foul called against Davis. It's his second, and now Auburn's in the bonus the rest of the ball game.
So many good things when you go through your best player on the offensive end. Run your offense through him. Everybody will benefit from it. He didn't have to do anything and then drew that foul that time. Now he gets to go to the free throw line for 2 freebies.
7:12 to go in the second half. Auburn leads by 2. This is a 1 in bonus for Janai. He's 6 of 8 from the line today. And he missed it.
Ooh.
And the rebound pulled in by the Rebels. Jamin Brakefield. A 3 ball away from taking the lead here. On the wing, Padula. Fouled by Chad Baker-Mazara. He was fouled by him twice. They called the second one, and that's the 4th foul on Chad Baker-Mazara. 7:04 to go in the second half. Auburn 7 of 11 from the free throw line in this game. And 3 of those misses have come from Janai. As Chris Moore comes in, Chad Baker-Mazara comes out with 4 fouls. Rebels ball, the inbound in the backcourt for Padula. Auburn guards a 2-point lead, 7 minutes in the second half. Padula all the way to the basket, he missed it. Nope, he made it, and we're tied at 46. And the Rebel fans are on their feet. Auburn's gone almost 4 minutes without scoring. At the top, Denver. Step back, head fake, didn't take the 3. Chaney out at the top, 14 to shoot. Chaney left side, drives down the lane to the wing for Chris Moore, and a 3. Simo missed it, rebound Chaney. Out to the top, Denver for 3. That's missed. Rebound, low post, Chimo, and he was fouled.
Got the 3rd opportunity here for the Tigers. They're really scrapping hard. Got a little bit, they got to get that lid off the top of the rim, but they're at least scrapping, getting extra possessions and extra opportunities.
Dre Davis picks up his 3rd foul. He comes out. Malik Dia is in. We're tied at 46. And Chris Moore will go to the line for a 1 in bonus for Auburn. 75% free throw shooter this season. It's been a while since Chris has taken a free throw.
That's for sure. This is exactly how Ole Miss would like to play. They've got us in the 40s right now with 6 to go.
Free throw missed. Rebound tapped. Out of bounds, off of Auburn. Rebel ball.
Continue to rely on your defense.
Padula quickly up the floor for the Rebels to the wing. A chance for Ole Miss to take the lead. Padula, baseline, underneath, bad shot, missed it. Here's Denver Jones racing the other way for Auburn. Late, waiting for the numbers. We're tied at 46. Denver at the top, lobs it into the corner. Chaney a 3. Got it!
Big possession. Denver Jones is a crucial defensive play down on one end. and made the assist on the other, and Chaney Johnson hits a huge three.
First field goal today, and Auburn goes up 3. Murray drives to the basket. He missed it. Rebound Chaney. Here's Auburn the other way. Up 3 with the basketball. Miles Kelly walks it across midcourt. Gets the ball to Denver Jones and the big SEC logo. Straight away, drives on Murray, spins into the lane, up for the shot, stripped away. Ole Miss basketball.
Ooh, that could have been called foul there.
Murray across midcourt. Auburn's lead is 3. 5:21 in the second half. Padula left wing. Working on Moore. Now picked up by Chaney. 14 to shoot for the Rebels. Padula, head fake, inside the arc. Breakfield against Chris Moore. 7 to shoot. Fadeaway, spinner, missed. Rebound Dia the other way. Fadeaway, Dia missed. Rebound Miles Kelly for Auburn. Again, Auburn leads by 3 with the basketball. 4:55 and counting in the second half.
Back-to-back defensive stands by the Tigers, outstanding. Keep chipping away and get a good look on the offensive end.
Denver Jones way out on the left wing for Miles Kelly. Dia on him. Broom works on Brayfield. 7 to shoot. Ball stripped away. Morrell took it away from Auburn. Here's Ole Miss ball. Padula up the floor. Left wing. Low post. Breakfield against Broom. Spins. Head fake up. He didn't get it. Oh, and a late whistle and a call against Auburn. Come on. Man, oh man, they got Broom for a foul after a miss. There is no foul there, friends. There is no foul there. We see the replay overhead, and there's no foul. And Breakfield gets a couple. 73% free throw shooter. And oh man. Turnovers have become a problem for Auburn. Free throw by Breakfield is good. Cuts the lead to 2. Auburn has 13 turnovers in the ball game.
Very uncharacteristic of the Tigers turning that thing over.
Yeah.
And
Moore comes out, and Chad Bacon-Mazzara is in for Auburn. Breakfield can cut the lead to 1 right here. Rebels are 7 of 10 from the free throw line in the game. He missed it. Rebound Broom. Auburn's lead is 2. 4:20 and counting to go in the second half. Auburn 4 turnovers in the last 6:22. Denver picked up by Dia and a switch. Right wing Broom. Low post. Janai up. Yes, and a foul! He leaned in and put it home!
Outstanding low post move by Janai Broom. Not only drew the foul, had 2 guys hanging all over him, and he stuck it in the basket.
Awkward shot by Janai, kind of leaning backwards, and he put it in. And a chance for a 3-point play. The foul against Padula, his 3rd.
Take a little bit advantage of this. Make this free throw. Let's inch our way, increase the spread in this game, because you're at 4:09. You're going to get a media at the 4-minute mark, the first whistle after the 4-minute media mark. Continue to segment it out, but you've got to increase your lead. Give yourself some cushion.
Moore back in, replacing Chad Baker. Janai's free throw. Good.
Big play by Janai Broom right there.
Auburn by 5. 4:06 and counting in the second. Auburn fans come to their feet at Bridgestone. Padula on the wing. 3 ball over Broom. No, air ball out of bounds. That's Auburn basketball. And a timeout. 3:56 in the second. Auburn 52. Ole Miss 47. Great things are possible when you have the power, performance, and smart features of a Ford F-150. It's the official truck of the Auburn Tigers. Greatness starts at your local Ford dealer. Stay tuned. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Live Sports Radio, bringing you inside Neville Arena for all the action of men's and women's basketball game day with no delay. Every dunk, block shot, and steal, plus all the analysis from our Hall of Fame coaches, all with no delay. $25 new or $10 to reprogram the one you already have. Also, use it for every broadcast of home baseball and softball games this spring, all with no delay. With Live Sports Radio, presented by Alpha Insurance.
Kia of Auburn is happy to connect the Kia brand to the Auburn fans. Our winning lineup has something for everyone at almost any budget. SUVs like the Telluride, Sorento, and Sportage. You prefer a sedan? Check out Forte, Soul, and don't forget our new multi-purpose vehicles, the Carnival, or our amazing hybrid or electric vehicles. Kia of Auburn is a proud supporter of Auburn Athletics. Kia of Auburn, where you're always number one. Whoa, Rico.
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. We're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
Auburn leads Ole Miss 52-47 with 3:56 to go in the quarterfinal of the SEC tournament. Rebels have not scored in 3 minutes. And boy, Jacob Hillman here courtside at Bridgestone Arena as we check the Yellowwood scoreboard as number 16 Memphis has gone up 69-61 on Wichita State with 7:36 to go in that ball game. American Athletic Conference quarterfinal. PJ Haggerty has 34 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 steals to lead the Tigers. They're underway at Gainbridge Coliseum in Indianapolis. It's number 18 Wisconsin leads UCLA 14-9 with 13:29 to go in the first half. John Tonji has an early 6 points for the Badgers. In Auburn Athletics action tonight, Auburn baseball will host Vanderbilt at 6 Central. Auburn softball hosts Texas A&M at 5 Central. We'll have Auburn Sports Network coverage beginning at 5:45 for Auburn baseball, 4:45 for Auburn softball, so be sure to tune in for that. A reminder that the game times for both of those game twos are moved up to 11 a.m. Central tomorrow at Plains Park at Jamie Moore Field, as well as men's tennis against Ole Miss at UV Yarborough Tennis Center. That's a check of the Yellowwood scoreboard. We'll do it one more time on the Reese's Bank postgame show. Back to the story. Here's Andy Burcham and Randall Dickey.
3 minutes and 56 seconds to go. Auburn scored 92 points in Oxford, 106 points against the Rebels at Neville. But Auburn right now leads Ole Miss by 5, 52-47, with 3:56 to go in the second half, and Auburn has the ball coming out of the timeout break. And get the ball to Janai Randall, let them double or triple team him. Either take it up or get it out to the wing for an open 3.
Well, he just draws so much attention. When he touches the ball and he's posted up on the block, he draws 2 guys to him every time. That opens up someone else. And if they play him one-on-one, he's going to score and get fouled, and he might do both, just like he did prior to that play. Against 2 guys, scored and got fouled and got to the free throw line.
Full length of the floor to go. Ole Miss will press Auburn. Turnovers have been a problem for Auburn. 13 turnovers in the game today. Cheney, the inbound, almost to midcourt for Janai. To Denver, who'll bring it up the floor. Auburn by 5. 3:51. Denver across midcourt working against Morrell. Right wing pass, Chad Baker. Screen from Broom. Lobs it, Janai. To the hole, head fake. Head fake again, he lays it in.
Beautiful out-of-bounds play called by the bench after that media timeout. The isolation 2-man play between Mazzara and Broom. Pick and roll. Broom rolls and scores.
54-47 Tigers. Murray left wing, worked on Broom. Top Morrell, right back to Murray at the wing. Against Janai, 15 to shoot. Down to the baseline. Corner 3, Morrell. Didn't get it, rebound Broom. Auburn's lead is 7. Ole Miss has gone over 3:20 without scoring. An opportunity for Auburn to take the lead. Above 7 right here. Denver Jones a screen. Gets another from Broom. Bull drives to the hole, up, and no, but he was fouled. I'm not sure it was a shooting foul. Was it a goaltend perhaps? Was there basket interference? We're going to check and see. I think there may be goaltending. They're going to review it to make sure. At the very least, it's a shooting foul. Denver going to the free throw line. Or are they going to say it's a 1 in bonus? You say 1 in bonus. If it's a shooting foul, it's a goaltend. And they are going to, well, they have not reviewed it yet. They have walked that way. The 3 officials, Pat Adams, Bart Lennox, and Steven Anderson, are all talking.
They're going to review it. Thank goodness they're going to review it, but I think it's going to show Denver Jones in the act of shooting, and if that's the case, the goaltending will come into play.
Right.
If they call it out on the floor, which they could do, there is a possibility it could be a 1-1.
All right, the ball went up. Did it hit the glass before Dia hit it? And did Dia hit it? That's the question right now. I think they're looking at the possible goaltend. I think they believe it was a shooting foul. At the very least, Denver would be at the line for 2. Now, did Dia touch the ball after the ball hit the glass? I don't know if he touched it. If he did, he barely touched it.
Well, it's going to be a tough call,
yes,
because it is such a close play.
I won't be surprised if it's just 2 shots coming for Denver.
After the review, the call on the floor stands. It is goaltending. Number 2, White will shoot 1 shot.
So it is a goaltend. It is a goaltend. It's a basket for Denver, and now a chance for a 3-point play for Denver.
That is a huge,
holy cow,
huge play.
They called goaltending originally, and it held up.
They sure did, and they did a masterful job doing it, and we got a great free throw shooter at the line.
Morrell was called for his 3rd foul, and now Denver with an opportunity to give Auburn a 10-point advantage with 3 minutes to go in the second half. Free throw in the air from Denver Jones. It is good. And Auburn leads by 10.
Now we're going to start. The staff is going to start doing the offense-defense substitution. They got Chris Moore in for defense.
Padula almost to midcourt, picks up the inbound dribble. Top of the circle, Padula. Right wing, drive, whistle, and a foul called. Holy cow, foul called against Chris Moore on an obvious flop by Barnes. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. David Barnes shoots 72%. This is a 1 and bonus. Rebounding. Auburn has out-rebounded Ole Miss today, 36-26. 17-9 in the second half. Boy, that's got to continue. The Barnes free throw is good.
Ole Miss is kind of, their backs are to the wall. Make or miss on this free throw, they're going to have to pick up the Tigers full court. Tigers need to be strong with the basketball, be careful with their passes.
Barnes can cut the lead to 8, and he does. And the Rebels press. Cheney the inbound to Denver at the end line. Brings it up the floor. Stays out of a double team. Throws it ahead to Chad Baker-Mazar across midcourt. 2:44 and counting. Auburn by 8 with the basketball. Denver out at the left wing for the Tigers. To Miles Kelly to the top for Broom. Knocked away. Dia with a breakaway, and he dunks it.
Gotta be careful with your passes. It can't be lazy or floating passes. They gotta be crisp and to the person.
6-point Auburn lead, 57-51. 2:24 and counting. Across midcourt, Denver Jones. Denver gets a screen. Top of the circle, Cheney. Down the left side of the lane. Drives, cut off. Out to the wing, left side for Janai. 10 to shoot. Janai with 2:08 in the second half against Barnes. Step back 3. Banked up and missed. And Ole Miss with the ball down 6. Boy, that's not the shot Auburn wanted.
Not at all. You got 2-possession game right here.
Barnes, Padula.
Got to rely on your defense right here.
Padula down the left side to the basket. Baseline left, cut off. Kicks it out to the top. Murray can cut the lead in half. He missed it. Rebound, out of bounds. Saved by Cheney to Denver. He saves it ahead for Auburn. Chad Baker-Mazara drives to the hole and dunks it. It gets out of the play.
Absolutely sensational transition fast break basketball by the Auburn Tigers.
Auburn battled for that ball. Got it up the floor, and CBM took it to the hole and was fouled on the dunk.
I'm talking about an outlet pass, one dribble, a pass, and a dunk by Mazzara is fast break basketball and a huge, timely score.
Foul is called against Murray. Auburn's lead is 8. CBM can take it to 9. His first 2-point field goal of the game with 1:34 to go. Free throw. Got it! Auburn by 9. Rebels ball. Padula up the floor for the Rebels. Crossover dribble. On the wing to Murray. Outside the arc, right wing. Working there. Step back for Murray. Drives by Murray. Drives. Throws it to Dia down the lane. He missed it, but he was fouled. And Dia will go to the line to shoot 2. Good thing for Auburn. That one almost fell through.
It sure did. We were fortunate to miss that. That's going to force him to have to make 2. And
Tahad Pettiford's going to come in after this first free throw attempt by Dia. A 64% free throw shooter this year. He is 1 of 2 tonight. Now 3 of 4. That first one fell through.
Every possession now, it's important. If he misses this, he's going to have to retrieve the ball off the glass.
Foul was called against Janai, and a timeout is called on the floor. 1:19 to go. Auburn 60, Ole Miss 52. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Damaging an underground utility can cause a lot more problems than you think. By causing a potentially avoidable damage to underground utilities, there's many scenarios that do not end well. To keep the gas, power, water, and internet running, using 811 to have your underground utilities marked is a critical piece of the damage prevention process, whether you're a homeowner or an excavator. It's free, it's simple, and it's the law. Visit al811.com for more information.
This sandwich is not just spicy, it's flavorful. Hi, this is Matayo. And this is Elsa. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich is that spicy kick. Because the spice comes in at just the right moment. Oh, no. A little thing I love is that cilantro lime sauce. It's a fun blend of zesty and bold. That's what really makes me happy. Are you gonna eat all your fries?
Order a Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich and a Diet Dr. Pepper on the Chick-fil-A app for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Welcome back to the Ford F-Series Highlight Show. I've seen a lot of basketball, and I can tell you that to stay on top, you got to adapt, stay focused, and innovate. That's what wins championships. That's how Ford F-150 and the Ford Super Duty stay at the top of the truck game. For 47 consecutive years, Ford F-Series has been America's #1 selling truck because they deliver what you need to win the day. For the latest offers, go to buyfordnow.com or see your local Ford dealer today. Tell them Coach Pearl sent you.
Based on 1977 to 2023 CY industry reported total sales.
Keep it here after the game for the Regions Bank postgame show with final stats and analysis, plus comments from Coach Pearl. Now back to the game.
1:19 remaining in Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. First game of the quarterfinal round of the SEC tournament. Auburn leads Ole Miss 60-52. Malik Dia will be at the free throw line for his second free throw coming out of the timeout break. Remember this, even if he cuts the lead to 7 here, Ole Miss outscored Arkansas 6-0 in the final 20 seconds yesterday to win that one. Auburn must take care of the basketball. Must get good shots. Make free throws in the final 1:19 of this one.
Well, our best offense is when we go from one side of the floor to the other. But that also means 3 players have to touch that basketball. So you go from one wing back to the point, back to the other wing. And if those passers are not crisp and the receiver don't run his hands into the ball or meet the pass to make sure that that's secure, if you float it just like Dia did right before that, ran through the pass, went to the other end. Be crisp with your passes, and like you say, get to the free throw line, get to the basket.
I think that's one of the reasons Tahad Pettiford's on the floor now, don't you?
I don't think there's any doubt. It's just a little bit more security with a perimeter player.
It's going to be free throw shooters in Janai.
Yes.
Tahad Pettiford, Miles Kelly, Chad Bacon-Mazzara, Denver Jones, and the SEC and National Player of the Year, Janai Brown.
So in other words, because they're going to press you hard.
Yes.
So you got really 4 guards and Broom in right now because you've got to execute your press offense, get the ball in bounds, be strong with it, and not let Ole Miss have a little flurry here with a run through and another steal.
Malik Diaz, second free throw. Boy, if he misses, you got to get the rebound, Auburn. His free throw is in the air. He got it. That trims the lead to 7. Ole Miss will press full court. Auburn 60, Ole Miss 53. Chad Bacon-Mazzara runs the baseline, throws it ahead, throws it away. Ball comes to Padula, drives to the hole and scores.
That's what you don't want to do.
And a timeout by Ole Miss. Trims the lead to 5 with 1:15 to go. The pass never got to Janai Broome. That's Auburn's 15th turnover, and Ole Miss has turned that into 18 points.
And it's a 2-possession game
Yes,
right
it
now.
is. Yes, it is.
Crucial turnover by the Tigers right there. It's really very uncharacteristic.
This is a 30-second timeout. Boy, taking care of the basketball right now for Auburn is paramount for the Tigers.
Well, everything becomes magnified this time of the year because you're in the third stage of the season. You're in tournament play, and there's no tomorrows if you're not successful.
If Auburn does get the ball inbound, how quickly does Ole Miss foul?
I think they play for the steal early, but then there's a minute. It's only a 2-possession game, so they can afford to go to the end of the clock and still gain the ball back and really play for 2 for 1 because the clock is a little bit on their side if they can shut the Tigers out.
Chad Bacon-Mazzara will trigger full length of the floor. Ole Miss presses.
Need Denver Jones to get his hands on that ball.
Auburn's lead is 5, 60 to 55, a minute 13 to go. CBM will trigger. Hands the ball to Denver Jones. Ahead to Chad Bacon-Mazzara. Stop shy at midcourt. Now to Denver across midcourt. 1:05 to go in this one. Auburn by 5. Pettiford works out on the left wing. 7 shot clock at 16. Broome at the top. Ball deflected. It comes to Chad Baker. 12 on the shot clock. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Chad Baker with 8 on the shot clock. Right wing against Dia with 5. Goes baseline, drives, running one-hander. He didn't get it. Rebound Rebels. Barnes up the floor for Ole Miss. 5-point Auburn lead. Barnes, left wing Murray. Bumped and a foul on Pettiford. And now they're at the line for 2. You don't want to foul here. And Murray, a fabulous free throw shooter, goes to the line for 2 more. And he can cut the lead to 3 right here.
This is not the way you would script it, but this is where you're going to have to dig in and earn it.
Yep.
Depending on what happens on these 2 free throws, it's a must that you take care of that basketball. You've got to get a better shot with 38 seconds left on the game clock.
Second foul in Pettiford. Murray at the line to shoot 2. Both teams in the double bonus.
You can't stop scoring late in the game.
Free throw is good by Murray. That trims the lead to 4 with 38.2 seconds to go.
So then it becomes a 1-possession game. He makes his free throw. If he doesn't make this free throw, it's imperative that you box out, retrieve the ball off the glass.
Second free throw is good.
Press offense is really important. When you take the ball out of bounds, you got to get that ball in Denver Jones's hands.
Down to a 1-possession game, 60 to 57. The inbound comes to Denver. 37 seconds to go. And now Pettiford will bring it up the floor. Across midcourt to Hot Pettiford. Auburn by 3. 29 seconds to go. Shot clock at 18. Pettiford out at the left sideline. Working on Murray.
Could be the possession of the game right here, Andy.
Pettiford brings it to the top. Works on Dia. Out to the top, Chad Baker. Low post for Broome. Janai in the lane. Off the glass, he got it with 11 seconds to go. Broome, Mr. Clutch, knocks it home. Going with his left hand to the left side baseline and put it in, giving Auburn a 5-point lead with 11.1 seconds to go and a timeout called by Auburn.
What a play by Janai Broome right there. He has just been outstanding down the stretch. He has scorched it with 23 points, 14 rebounds, and the play of the game up to this point, if nothing crazy happens in the last 11 seconds.
The 11.1 seconds to go. Auburn has 2 timeouts remaining. Ole Miss has won. Auburn won by 10 in Oxford, by 30 against Ole Miss at Neville. I'm not surprised that this game was close here today.
I think you got to take your hat off to Ole Miss. They've held the Tigers to 62 points. That's averaging right at 84 points a game. They have given themselves a chance to win the game, but too much firepower underneath that basket in number 4.
Brim on the day, 8 of 14, 7 of 10 from the line, 14 rebounds, 23 points.
And I have to say this also, getting the ball the last 2 possessions to Denver Jones to secure it. In their press offense.
But wasn't it interesting that it was Tahad Pettiford that was able to eventually get the ball to Janai on the low post?
You've got to have confidence in all your players.
Yes, you do.
But there are players above those, which Denver Jones is, on getting the ball in offensive. He just can secure that, and they can't foul him because he's a 92% free throw shooter.
We're not done. We're not done. The 11.1 to go. Auburn by 5. Full length of the floor to go for the Rebels. Full court pressure by Auburn. You don't want to foul if you're Auburn.
You want to haze or play soft, but you want to keep the ball in front of you and make them burn as much time as they can before they put it up.
Inbound to Padula. Across midcourt, 9 seconds. 8 seconds. Long 3 by Padula. He missed it. Rebound Broom. Final 5 seconds. Outlet Denver Jones. Auburn's going to the semifinals.
Absolutely. What a game. They played that just right. May Padula took a deep 3, but look who got the rebound. The Windex man, Janai Broom.
His 15th rebound of the day. Sean Padula made 1 3 ball yesterday. It came with 1.3 seconds to go and was the game winner. He did not make a 3 today. Auburn, a winner over Ole Miss. The Tigers advance to the semifinals to face either Tennessee or Texas. Janai Broom's 23 points, the Wind Creek high scorer for the Tigers. Elevate your game plan to fabulous. Play the hottest games, win fabulous rewards at Wind Creek Casinos and on the Casino Burst app. Auburn 62, Ole Miss 57. The Tigers will play tomorrow at noon against Texas or Tennessee. Our coverage begins at 11:30 in the semifinals. Stay tuned for the Regions Bank postgame show. And this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Hey, batter. Spring is in full swing on the Plains for Auburn softball and baseball. Lock in your seats today for J.B. Moore Field and Plaisman Park on AUBTix.com. Single game tickets start at only $12